Shout out to all you beautiful people out here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Get ready for the greatest live show on earth, baby. Are you ready for it? Can you handle the energy? I don't think you can. I'm going to be back in about 7 minutes to knock your socks off. You better have yourself in a parachute. I love you all. God bless you all. Let's go, baby. This is the greatest day God has ever given us. It is today, baby. God bless each and every one of you. I'm so excited to start this stream. So excited to go. So excited to push forward every single day, baby. I love you all. Let's go. I can feel it already. It's going to be an amazing show. I can feel it already. Wow, what a day is this to be alive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Never wore this combination. It's a new one today. I mean, actually, every day it's a new one because I have so many combinations. God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. Come one, come all to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go. And we have some awesome news for you. It's a big deal, all right? Bitcoin taking over. Supply shock coming to a very, very, very short squeeze here for the supply. Less and less Bitcoin on the exchanges. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get harder and harder to accumulate BTC, but it's completely up to you. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm telling you right now, though, these are the days, man. Anything under 110,000 now is a steal. You know what I mean? Because once we start ripping, there will be a chance where we could come back to that low after the bull run. But who here thinks we could go below? Will we go below 100K at the end of the next bear market? What do you guys think? At the end of the next bear market, all right? At the end of the next bear market, will we go under, let's say, 100K? It's a good question. I want to know, at the end of the next bear market, will we go under 100K? Something, you know, we all don't know, but it's fun to kind of speculate on as a team. Let's see what happens. Let's see what people think. All right. And we'll have some fun, man. Awesome coin right now, ripping to the upside. And I gave it to my trading group. I bought in this morning. Wouldn't you want to know which one it is? It's getting pushed by some of the biggest YouTubers. People know what it is. The market cap is tiny. It is up dang near 100% in the last few hours. This thing is ripping. So if you want to know what it is, I would join the trading group. It's worth probably $99 alone. But God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm always finding gems, always deep diving, and always having a blast. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the day here. Struggling to hold above $101,000. Let's see what's happening for BTC. All right. Look at this. It's a lot of up and down chop today. A lot of insanity. Last night we had this thing. I didn't trade last night. I could see there was going to be chop last night. And I was just like, man, I'm not involving myself in this nonsense. And I didn't, which I'm very proud of myself. Very rare for me not to be in a trade, especially on a Wednesday night. I love Tuesday and Wednesday nights, but for me not to open up a trade last night was different. But I said, man, my instincts are so, you know, I was with I was mentoring one of my students. I like to pick someone in the neighborhood that I can turn into a multimillionaire. That's the plan, right? If you can turn yourself into a multimillionaire, you should be able to help others do the same. All right. We're going to break all this funky stuff down. We're going to show you where we're at. But first, we're going to start with the weekly candles and break it down. All right. This is what I do every single day here on the channel. We start with a top-down analysis from the weekly, and then we kind of whittle our way down. Sometimes we start with a live trade. There already is a trade right now in the trading group. We are currently inside of a flag here on perpetual. All right. It's been going up and down. This is the flag. We had a nice rippage, but we came right back down. We're going to see what happens. Lingo is a new coin that's coming out that I've heard so many people talk about over and over and over again. I've heard them talk about Lingo till I was blue in the face. Altcoin Daily was pushing it. Almost every channel with more than 50,000 subscribers has talked about Lingo. I personally didn't want to talk about it because I felt like it was a shill. You know what I mean? Because everyone was like, Lingo. But honestly, this thing is so hot right now, and it just came out. And again, usually there's this pump up and then a pump down on the first few candles that comes out into these, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just continues to rip. So Lingo is one of the hottest coins in the game. Everybody wanted in, and Lingo may do some damage in the next few days. It's definitely something we could swing trade. It's going to have a lot of attention on it. It's going to have a lot of money flowing into it. I would write down Lingo. If you didn't know about it already, I would write it down. I've been seeing it all across the board from all different channels talking about it. I don't watch Discover Crypto. There was another one. It's called My Crypto Discovery. I think that's the channel. But anyway, I don't watch that other one, man. Corrupto. But anyway, yeah. Lingo at 42 cents. Now, I could easily dump to the downside. It just came out, but I just got to put this on your radar. This coin just came out. Many, many times I found coins the second they hit MEXC. And I mean, that's the beginning of a possible 50, 20, 30, and even 100Xs. So, hey, this may be another one that we uncovered here live on the channel. You never know. And it's as simple as just being in the right place at the right time, right? I'm here, I'm on MEXC, and it hit. Consistency. You know, someone might be better than you. They might have more skills than you. They might even be smarter than you. Faster IQ, their brain may be faster. But if they don't show up as many days as you, you'll hit more than they will. Someone may be a better ball player, better baseball player. He may be faster, better hand-eye coordination. But if he doesn't show up to the plate as much as you, you will have more hits than they will. So I don't care what your disposition you were given in life. I don't care where you were put. As long as you work harder than everybody else, you will win. You will win. The marketplace sees hard work, and hard work is always, rewarded over time. I'm going to see if there's anything I can sell here for Lingo. As you can see, I don't have any money in here right now, as I cashed out last night, up $10,000 on the account. I like it. Ondo ripping, NEIRO ripping, Render ripping, SEI ripping. Tonight, I'm going to go over my entire portfolio and talk about everything that I've bought and sold in the last week, what has happened, what went on, what I added, what I didn't add, why I added things, and more. If that excites you, show up tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to break it down and have a blast together. All right, we're going to have a blast together. But I have just such an amazing portfolio here, and this thing is about to rip to the upside. I'm telling you right now, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Anyway, back to BTC, the weekly candle. All right, I like where it's sitting. It is starting to close somewhat more bullishly than before, right? We want to close this green in 3 days and 9 hours. We want to see this close green. The fact that it is such a big wick to the upside is kind of telling a story like we may. Another thing, you back, but the stochastics RSI are so high, Sam. You teach us that is overbought. Agreed. But in times of extreme bullishness, you will reset the stochastics while you trend upwards or sideways. And amazing things can happen there to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I've talked about this possibly being an uptrending flag that gives us a few weeks of uptrend and then a big punch to the upside. This brings us to $152,000 somewhere by March 3rd. All right. So it's telling us we're going to get that rally into March like we usually do. Last year, March was a bang. March 17th, March 20th, we had a massive dump, and the market really did not recover until September. We went about 5 to 6 months of doldrums. All coins ripped. We had opportunity. There was so much leverage trading to be had. We shorted, we long. We had a blast. We made tons of money. But it wasn't like, alt season, that everybody wants. So this looks likely to me, based on what I'm seeing. We could still dump down to the 21-day moving average. It could happen. We could revisit the 618 golden pocket. But, at the present moment in time, those wicks tell a story. And they're saying that there's so much buy pressure. And so until certain parameters are met, that's just not going to happen. And let me tell you what those are. So the weekly, right? You got to look at your weekly candle closings. You got to. It's so important. And I look at it every day, twice a day. You know what I mean? So we understand what's happening on the bigger time frames and the smaller time frames consistently. We don't miss a beat here. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the 2,000 people, 332 likes, $5 in chat revenue on this beautiful Thursday. And if you were in my trading group, we made massive gains. I got to bring it up. We made massive gains. Join the trading group. How do you do that? If you want to join the trading group, we have a link here in the pinned comment here at the top. All right there. Go to cryptolifer.com. Hit that link. It takes you to the beautiful website we've procured and made. It's awesome. Unlock financial freedom today. Join us today. Subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. And you're like, why would I do that? Why? What would it matter? Well, how about we just make you salivate real quick for the gains? How about the accurate call yesterday when I said I'm looking for this flag once it breaks above the 200 MA, and it shot out of nowhere to the upside? How about SUIAI? When I saw it in this flag, it did come up, never stopped you out though, broke out, continued to pump, and I see a $5 SUIAI coming. How about MORPHAI last night at 8, or this morning at 8:30? It went by the night, it was up 154% gains. Come on now. MORPHAI, I found a low cap gem that was amazing. Phoenix, one of the low cap gems there on XRP, up 105% as well on the day. I mean, that's in a day. All right. The 10 through the 11, November, ENA ripping to the upside, gave you the perfect target for another 111% gains. BTC call, that was beautiful yesterday in the flag. That thing ripped to the upside. We all made gains. Oh, that was the call I made Sunday, or was it Tuesday night or Monday night? Anyway, it just continues. It continues. Ping link continuing to rip, and more Bitcoin calls. Jump on in to get the gains, baby. Jump on in to get the gains. Let's keep it moving. So Bitcoin on the weekly looking beautiful. And this is what we could be seeing on the weekly. Again, this is all speculation. But as long as we stay above weekly support or resistance, which is at 97,190, 97,200, We are good to go, and we are far, far above it at this point. All right. At this point, you could say 97.9, 98,000 is going to be a support zone. So far, so good. This candle is green. Such a good move right now, and we are green on the week. I love what I'm seeing right now for Bitcoin on the weekly. So the weekly checks off. All right. Now we have a bullish engulfing candle on the 3-day chart. I think I'm one of the only YouTubers that goes over the 3-day chart every single day. All right. I love the 3-day. The 3-day has made me so much money in my lifetime. 3-day cup and handles are the best to play on altcoins. You just find them, you let them rock, you have some patience, you come back, I don't know, 40 to 60 days later, you are paid in the shade. It's insane. All right. I got the sun out here today. I kind of wanted to have the sun on me, have that little extra sunlight in there. So the 3-day chart is breaking out. You can say whatever you want. It's defying bearish divergence that was definitely there, but that's a bullish engulfing candle. And, you know, that thing wants to rip. You could put this candle inside of that candle. That is very, very bullish for Bitcoin. 101.355 for BTC. And that trade, it just looks likely that our trade's going to rip here for Bitcoin. It's only a matter of time. If you're in the trading group, you're in this trade with me. I loaded up on the dips and the wicks too. Let's see what happens. I could easily lose. There is some, no, that pulls down. It almost was like there's bearish divergence, but I feel like that's a downtrend, and that is a downtrend too. So I can't, you can't call that bearish divvy at the present moment in time. Holding above 100,000. I have my first take profit at 101,696. I want to sell about 500 there, and then I want to get the bigger take profit up to 110,000. Likely probably sell maybe all of it around here, and then probably find a flag and to get back in. But we'll see what happens. I'm watching this flag. Stochastics were pushing to the upside. Told me we were going to get the push. We were on the 21. It's everything that I go for. And there was even like an SR flip right here off of this previous two candles, and we bounced right there. Really nice support at 100,200. So far, so good for Bitcoin. I'm still in the long. I'm giving you guys the long trade right now. You can even get in here on the retest, potentially. And I'm using the 200 MA as my protection on the 1 hour time frame for my stop loss. You can see it's all well meditated. Everything I do is premeditated, well thought out. There's a plan before any single trade I jump into. I have an idea of what I'm doing. Again, there's only 3 trades to be made. Your day trading leverage in and out with a stop loss. Your swing trading leverage in and out with a stop loss. Your swing trading spot, or you're getting into long-term bags. There's really 3 though. It's a day trade, a swing trade, or a long-term bag. The day trades and the swing trades have stop losses that you know if you hit them, you are going to move. And then the long-term bags, you don't freak out and you dollar cost average. If you live by that rule, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But if I live by that rule, I can't get emotional about any single trade because I know what I can lose every single time I open the trade. I understand what I'm doing. And I've asked myself, can you handle the loss, Sam? If you go in for 5,000 for 25 and you lose $5,000, are you going to be okay with it? Yes, I can. Open the trade. You go up the next morning, they liquidate. There's a wick you've never thought. You're down $5,000. You can't go, oh, I was down $5,000. You already talked about it. You already decided. Too many people are losing in trading because they don't have sense of self. Are you listening to yourself? Do you believe yourself when you speak? It's not really about trading, is it? It's about you. It's about your character. It's about all the things you've done in life. It's time you join the trading group. We're going to turn you into someone you believe in. When you say something, you're going to believe yourself. We're going to change the way you think. We're going to change the way you talk to yourself. No negative self-talk. We're going to change your subconscious mind. We're going to reprogram you. You don't even realize you've been programmed. We're going to reprogram you on another level. You're going to see the charts differently. You're going to see yourself differently. And you're going to really see the world differently. You're going to live in light, love, and positivity. You're going to be one of the strongest people you know because you're going to have it in you to give people that energy, that light, that love. And I'm going to teach you. That's what I teach people, how to spread the light, baby. All right? You got to make other people better. That's how you become the best. So look, the 3-day chart looking absolutely wonderful. That closes in 1 day and 9 hours with a bullish engulfing candle. We are good to go. No problems. The daily, in my humble opinion, really, this is what I see. This is what I see. And again, there's some different ideas here for sure. But for me personally, this was the trend line. They did a bear trap. They did a bearish retest. They made this look like we were going to dump down at least for a double bottom. I told everyone I do not short bull markets, right? They dipped in the middle of the night. We found the cross of the 200 MA. We caught the reversals, right? So we were able to make gains no matter what they did here to people because we use the tutor May and we don't get caught up in the nonsense. All right? As long as you have a strategy that you use over and over again. Look, I'm all about broken patterns. So they faked this thing out, made us think they were going to move it to the upside. Then they broke it back inside the pattern. Then they faked it down, made it think they were going to dump it, and then they moved it back inside. Now they're breaking it out again. Usually, this is when they usually do it. They do one fake, two fake, and there you go. It's the juke move to the upside. You could try to do this, but in my humble opinion, I mean, you've broken out of this ascending triangle, and that is a breakout on the daily, and I'm not going to split hairs over that. It's not even confusing to me. It may look confusing to somebody else, but no, they broke the pattern, got back inside, broke the pattern, got back inside. Now they're pushing for a breakout. That is a breakout. You can see this candle now is above where these three candles, we have not closed a daily candle, all right, or even gotten a daily candle above this level in the history of Bitcoin. This will be the highest daily candle in Bitcoin's history. Look at it. They were all wicks. If today closes as such, it'll be the highest daily candle for Bitcoin. Let's get our, like, this is, people aren't realizing this stuff. They're not focused. They're not seeing the facts here. So this is a daily breakout. This is why I am long. All right. And look at the stochastics RSI ready to rock. I did see that there was bearish divvy, but one could say, you know, the bearish divergence was right there, and that's where it played. You know, you had swing low to, you had swing high to swing high right there, and then we had the bearish div. Now we're on a new trajectory. We could basically go up and make a new set of bearish divergence somewhere up in here. So I'm overall bullish for Bitcoin. It will depend on how this daily candle closes. I would love it to close above resistance. You can clearly see this is resistance. Where this candle ended up closing, right, is 101,100. So at $101,100, we have an immense resistance. We just got back above it. Can we hold above it on the daily candle? And that's what I'm looking at here. The 22-hour looks beautiful. The 12-hour looks good to me. All right. They all look like we're about to blast. This could be a shoulder, a head. See, there's kind of a bit of a right shoulder there too that could break to the upside. Again, in the smaller time frames, we're going to make another pattern because that's what we do. 8-hour also looks good to me. And that's a bullish engulfing candle right there on the 8-hour time frame as well, with room to move on the stochastics RSI. You could say the bearish divergence was there. We played it. And now we're kind of back in business here. I like this idea here. This is the pattern right here that we're playing. Daily did break out, all right? Again, it looks different on different time frames. Why? Because candles close at different times. I know that can be confusing for you as a beginner. Just bear with me and keep coming back. Everything will be a piece of a puzzle. You ever look at a piece of a puzzle? It makes no sense. At first, you don't know where it goes, but you put it aside because you're like, oh, I got to put the blues over here. Just start compartmentalizing the data I give you. Soon, each piece of the puzzle will complete itself. 3 years from now, you're going to look back on my mentorship and you're going to be like, dang, Sam, I learned so much, man, and you really helped me see the market in a new way. Every day I see someone DM me, call me, talk to me, email my wife and say, man, I finally get it, Sam. It finally, like, starting to click. And the excitement I see in someone's eyes when this TA starts to click for them, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, bullish scenario is that we're breaking out today. One could even trade, you know, the 8-hour or the 4-hour time frame with a possible entry here, a stop loss below these wicks or below that key area, and see if you can ride this puppy all the way to a new high. Somewhere, you know, once you get to the 3-to-1 risk ratio, I don't know, somewhere to 111, 110. This says it can go all the way to $116,000. So this says you're going to make a move out of this inverted shoulder head, maybe a little right shoulder there, rising wedge that they played with a few times. But, you know, you can't keep a good man down, and the parabola to me is beginning to form. And I can see when I've watched parabolas, I've seen so many parabolas in my life, and I can see how this thing wants to head up to $135,000 BTC. That just looks like the next order of business here for Bitcoin. So again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. This could turn around and dump on us today, ended up breaking out this low, and we could end up back at 91,000. I don't want to, you know, anything could happen here. As a trader, you must tell yourself that anything is possible and that you have to be ready for all scenarios. You have to trade just like a chess player against an opponent you do not know. You don't know what that chess player is going to do. You don't know how they're going to react. You don't know what's going to happen, but what you do know is all the scenarios in which you can set them up. Feels weird without the rollie on the show. You know, gotta have the rollie on. So whenever I don't have it on, I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Hey, I don't even go outside. So the only people that see my rollie are you guys. You know what I mean? I stay inside all day anyway. I'm a nerd. So Anyway, and I guess nothing can happen to me. My whole team puts me in a bubble because they're like, if something happens to Sam, you know what I mean? He's too valuable right now. We need to keep him in a bubble inside of like an underground base. My wife sends me food through like an air tube because God forbid I get sick or anything. My kids get a couple hours with me. They touch me. They look at me like a wax doll, and then that's it. That's it. And they put me back because they're like, you make too much money. You help too many people. God forbid anything happens to you. We got to keep you encapsulated. So thank you to my handlers. I'll go back into the dungeon today after the show, and I get it. I get it. I can't go outside. I get it. I know. But I wish I could live a regular life and not be the bubble boy. All right? Please save me from myself. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So this looks good to me. I like the 8-hour time frame. I am a comedian. I think I am. I'm probably not, but I think I am. I've always dreamed of being a comedian. I had this one thing that I wrote when I was 12 years old, and I thought it was a hit. Nobody liked it. It was about fun-sized candy bars. And I was like, you know, you ever go get the fun-sized candy bars? And I like to do the Jerry Seinfeld. I was like, what's up with this fun-sized candy bars? They're not bigger. They're not any butter. What's so fun about them? They're not fun. No. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my day job. All right. I wrote that one though. I did. Anyway, let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame here for Bitcoin. Attempting to put in a bit of a right shoulder, a bit overbought on the stochastics RSI, but you know, lack of sell pressure as we bounce back inside. And honestly, we're just tight. And you know, the 4-hour does suggest a move. And look, that 4-hour candle is ripping right now, and it's a bullish engulfing candle. You can also clearly see resistance. We broke out, we fell, we broke back above it, we used it as support. So we SR flipped this in the night at 100,200. So you can clearly see now this 101, $100,100 support for BTC. And you can see why now I decided to take a long. And then when I woke up this morning, the 1 hour just looked so good to me, like we were going to rip to the upside. However, it's now double topped at this resistance. And so let's kind of break this down and show you what I see happening now on the 1 hour. This is how I find my trades. I do heavy due diligence. So like this was definitely a bull flag that wanted to break to the upside. And we first got a breakout at the first hour, came back down, never lost the channel. Then we got the follow through pump. Beautiful. Then we got like this strange, you know, price action, like, and then now we're dealing with the secondary candle. I have to stay long here for Bitcoin, and the length of this pole tells me that we could break to the upside. We've got a golden cross right there about to occur. We have lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. We have falling volume with falling price until we got some buy pressure telling me that we lack sellers. So again, they're toying with us here, and we just got rejected by 101.8. We're gonna have to break back above the 8s, but I'm still bullish for Bitcoin. You know, unless the 1 hour chain breaks the 200 MA here, that would stop me out. So again, I'm still bullish for Bitcoin. I like what we're seeing here. You know, there's a chance we could change this structure a bit, and we're making something like this here. And so this is what I see now, a bit of a flag here for Bitcoin. All right. The biggest financial instrument in the world. You know that, right? I mean, it blew out the gold ETF in the amount of days that it acquired, you know, its first, you know, multi-billion dollars. Like, the thing is out of control. They've never seen anything like it. No ETF has done what Bitcoin's ETF has done. No one's ever seen it. So I'm still long on Bitcoin out of this flag. You see the flag? I got a lot of lines here, so I don't want to freak you out. There's a lot going on. We have the bigger channel. We have the smaller flag. We have the stochastics RSI pointing up. We have the golden cross on the moving averages. And we could get into the smaller time frames, but, you know, like the 50 minutes just in some chop. The 7 minutes in some chop pointing up, though. And the 1 minute looks like it's about to get a bit of a move here to the upside. Almost a bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder. There's a cup and a handle. So even right here, the 1 minute looks somewhat bullish, but the smaller time frames look a bit choppy. You got a lot of people doing a lot of different things on leverage. So I'm zoomed out on the 1 hour today, and I got my trade open, and I'm basically swing trading Bitcoin through the day. I'm not like on the small time frame for the moment. I'm not going to, you know, maybe I'll scalp. You never know. And I got a trade open on weeks. I got a trade open right here on weeks as well, right? Great place to trade. Same flag, same situation. Okay. Going for that $109,350 region. Stop loss again is somewhere at about what, 99,239. Let me see here actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, 90. You can even put it at 98.3 there. 98.930. Sorry, 98.930. So this is the trade right here on Weeks. Weeks is an amazing exchange. Jump on into Weeks today. I have a link in the description if you want to sign up to Weeks today. All right, it's amazing. It's compliant, and it will be awesome in U.S. and Canada. You'll have no problems. All right. God bless everybody here on the live. We bought PINO about 2 weeks ago. All right, we did. And actually, I want to, if you see this going, if you saw it, I didn't want you to see it, but you may have seen it. Oh no. This coin, since I put out, is already up 42% on the morning. Imagine making 42% as the day begins. This is unbelievable. Let's take a look at PINO. PINO continuing to rip. And the coin I'm talking about was not PINO. All right. Well, you know the hottest coin right now in the game. Like, it's the hottest coin in the game. It's on the hottest chain with the hottest narrative, with such a small market cap. We told you this was going to rip with the Adam and Eve double bottom. I bought it down here because I said, hey, I'll buy the Adam and Eve to prove to you that you blindly buy these and just hold for 2 weeks. I did that. I'm already up beautifully, still holding 200% gains. Imagine making 200%, not just doubling up, tripling up on your money here. PINO absolutely ripping to the upside. Beautiful pump, consolidation, and then rippage for PINO as it heads to the $50 million market cap. Again, high risk. This could go to 0 in 2 seconds. You never know. All right. But just be proud and loud here. PINO ripping to the upside. I like what I'm seeing there for PINO. Whatever happened to my Ava AI? She's a sentient, but she's been sideways. Hasn't done anything. However, she's starting to Adam and Eve, and that's what we need. All right. We don't need anything. Well, that's what we're looking for. You look for these Adam and Eve plays here. And these altcoins, right? And then eventually they rip. That could be a bottom. I don't know. I took a shot at this, but it may never turn into anything. Bitcoin getting a nice rip to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. With the wickish, that was like a bullish retest here. And I'm still long. No reason to close the long. Let's make our daily pay today. I wish it was ripping and having fun. It is a Thursday. The volume's a little lighter, but we are in a bull market. So there should be some fun in the sun every single day here. Bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Bit of like a rising wedge kind of thing here that wants to break out. Looks like you're just going to stay inside the pattern, but I like what I'm seeing on the smaller time frames for Bitcoin. So I've exhausted the information I could give you for Bitcoin. I did. I've gone from the weekly all the way down to the 1 minute time frame. There's no more information I could squeeze out for you unless something changes on the smaller time frame. But I've given you everything my sauce could give you in my years and years of scanning the market. So I hope you had a blast. I'm going to continue to do other coins now. I love you all and I appreciate you. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to the super chats. I never want to, shun them, but Bitcoin's so important to me. Hey, brother, Pepe Unchained launched. Trading on Uniswap. Launched on 3 exchanges today. CoinGap. Can you look at it? You guys really like your Pepe Unchained. That thing was out of control yesterday, ripping to the upside, right? Again, I can't buy everything. I wish I could. But at one point, I can't buy everything. PPU. PEPU. Pepe Unchained. Wow, it already went to a $471 million market cap. Are you kidding me? That's pretty crazy. So yeah, that thing is just ripping. Look at it. Just absolutely ripping. Unbelievable. We talked about it down here. Someone asked me about it here. Look, I seem to be putting... So look, we must have known about this coin because I have some TA back here. Look, I'm doing... So someone asked me about this coin here, and I must have put it in this little flag and said, I don't know, it's brand new, right? You do whatever makes you happy. So 2 days ago, this coin, someone asked me about it on the channel on the 10th. Wow. And there you have it. I mean, that thing is gone. Pepe Unchained. There's just so many Pepes. It's like you think, like, could anything call Pepe? But look, there's 300% gains in literally 2 days. Out of control. That's insane. Pepe Unchained. And now, I mean, I have to be honest, it looks like it may just be getting started here because it's flatlining the consolidation. If it went straight up, but it didn't go straight up, it went laterally right, made this pattern here that, again, you'll see this pattern a lot recently. Focus on this. See this pattern? You're going to see this a lot. It's a V. You have the uptrend with the flat top. I'm seeing this pattern all the time recently right here. Bit of a shoulder head and a right shoulder inside, and it will have like an ascending triangle on the right side of the pattern itself. Look for these look for these. Take your measured move, which is going to be the length of that pole. That tells you you're going to continue to rip. You do. This is exciting times to be alive. I like what I'm seeing here. Right? I mean, this thing could rip. So, you know, I didn't buy it. I wish I did. I can't get everything, right? But look at that. Beautiful move for Pepe Unchained. And that thing just went from, my goodness. I mean, it was, what? It was a penny and a half. And now it's almost 6 cents. So, bang. Pepe missed out, and then Pepe Unchained. Yeah. Liver, can you take a look at Super USDT? Thank you. Yeah. Thoughts on Apple on Sol? Oh, you wanted Apple yesterday and not going to do it. Nope. I just don't know if you're pushing a coin on me. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like you're trying to push it. Apple on Sol, $40 million market cap. Seems like it's, I have to be honest, I mean, the shape looks good. I actually just talked about watching these. I just said, hey, watch these flags, right? This is the exact kind of thing. The head shoulder getting tight in the zone. The TA looks good. Like, you know, I don't know anything about the project of the coin, and again, it could go to zero. It's got locked liquidity, though, 1.4 million. That's pretty healthy for the $40 million market cap. I mean, this thing looks like it's going to rip to 9 cents. I don't know, but the TA looks really, really nice. Next target, 9294. About 140% gains coming out of this puppy. It just looks beautiful. I've seen this exact shape and play out many times in my life. It just, you can look at it. It's like got that movement. It's got the progression. It's a bit of a parabola here that's going to rip. Again, I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. But I'm telling you right now, this coin looks like 9 cents is coming, and it's coming soon. And I don't own this coin. I don't give a dang what happens to it. It could go to zero. I'm sorry to the team or anyone, like if you're offended. I just want to make it clear, I am not shilling something that someone told me to talk about. I won't do that. I'm too much of a stubborn man. I refuse. I only talk about what I want to talk about. I really am that stubborn. It wouldn't work. Like, you know, that's why I only like iTrust Capital and Decrypted.tax. iTrust Capital, when because I'm not shilling. It's a really good place. Like, they're awesome. They're regulated, right? You can put your money aside there for years and get ready for retirement. iTrust Capital lets you buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. Right? 24 hours a day too. When the market dumps on the weekends, you can't get the price of the ETF. You can't get your ETF on the low. That's why so many people bought on that last dip, because this is what they did. I figured it out. This is what they did, guys. I get it now. The dips all happen on the weekends, so all those ETF clients couldn't get the dip. BlackRock told them, don't worry, we'll suppress the price for you. We'll get you in. They set limit orders on the ETFs for their clients. They flushed the leverage down. They forced Bitcoin to 91,000 to fill those leverage orders on the ETFs. That's exactly what they did, man. I get it now. You would do it too. Think about it. How you would take advantage of the market is how they would too. But anyway, the point is, iTrust Capital, when Bitcoin dumps, you can get in 24/7. The ETF people couldn't. So that's why, Larry Fink had to dump the market. You know what I mean? Maybe not. I don't want to put up, but it seems someone big had some play in that move, right? Look, that flag did play out to the upside. We have this resistance at 108. Can we break through this time finally to the upside? All right. Only time will tell on Sammy's trade. He's up 177. Of course, right when I looked at it, I was on the 77. Don't you think that's a bit strange? 169. All right. Up 10%. I told you I'm the king of 3%. Show me the 77s. Watch the magicalness. Show me the 77 right now. Right now. Actually, I don't want it to go down. Keep it at 180. They showed me 77 up there, though. It's kind of crazy. Right when I said that, it showed me 77 up there. Nice punch to the upside there for 101.8. We break through 101.8. We're going to get the blast off. And I see this flag maneuvering itself to the upside here, getting a beautiful move. Again, there could be some bearish divvy here. If that RSI can't complete a move higher than the one and we get a punch, there could be some bearish divergence. All right. Good morning, Sam. You've given me freedom of time and money. Thank you. I've done a deep dive on SNSY after a lifer gave it to us and have gone in. Thoughts maybe of 50X. We looked at SNSY on the channel about, I'd say 6 or 7 days ago. And actually it did catch my eye and I liked what I saw there. You may like too what you see too as well. So yeah, SNSY on the radar looks interesting. Again, can't get back above 101.8. Seems to be a really strong resistance here for Bitcoin. Very, very odd. Not odd, but I mean, come on. And look, now we're rejecting yet again. Can the bulls get the movement to break through this resistance? For whatever reason, we cannot get above 101.820, 101.8, 101.800. Come on, Bulls, step up your game. Let's get the punch. All right. We asked for a poll here on the channel. We want to see what you guys think. At the end of the next bear market, will we go under 100K? 70% say yes. 26% say no. Usually the masses are wrong. So there's a chance that we do not go under 100K. All right. That's interesting. There's a chance we go up to 150, 160, and our bottom is 110 or something. That's very possible. Bitcoin getting the bounce, turning back green, 189, the highest. Come on, can we push, baby? Come on now, get through this resistance. Let's get the run. Boom, boom, boom. Can you check NEIRO on ETH, the $720 million market cap? Let's take a look at NEIRO on ETH. And I wish I could tell you the coin that I got into today, but I just got to hold it back for the trading group, baby. And today's going to be amazing. We're going to go over my entire portfolio. I added so many different things. I did so much in the last 2 weeks. We deep dived so much. I found out about so many things. I found new narratives. We knew AI agents took over, but we figured it out on a high level. You know, we were roaming cookie.fun. We started to understand what DeSci was. We found some hot DeSci infrastructure projects. Man. And, you know, Token Metrics AI came out, which is going to be an amazing tool. We got so much at our fingertips that we didn't have before. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Thanks for holding back on the one coin. I feel special. Amen. Hope you added some E-Hex and P-Hex. God bless you, brother. Shout out to all my Hexicans. I hope you guys are happy with your Hex. All right, let's take a big move here on this falling wedge. This does look like it can move. NEIRO, ETH, $720 million market cap. And we knew about this thing when it was tiny. It really took off pretty fast through October and November. I mean, a lot of memes made people a lot of money. There's a lot of meme millionaires out there. This guy just bought 14 grand of it 43 minutes ago. He's deciding to go for the gusto here and hit it to the upside. So NEIRO ETH does look like the next target is 3777, the triple sevens. And I have no idea why, but they always follow me. Shout out to everybody here. Let's talk about the big winner last night, MORPHAI ripping to the upside. This thing could 100x. It's got a tiny market cap. We looked at it at a $6 million market cap. Looks like it's going to continue to rip here. I'm in it now. I do have a position, so I am talking about my own bags here. I am shilling a bag of mine, but this thing, I mean, tiny market cap, could do some serious damage. I like what I'm seeing here with MORPHAI. Good team, good project. Your imagination just leveled up. About us, influencers are earning millions, but not everyone has the resources, time, or network to break into the scene. MORPHAI changes the rules. No camera editing or teams. Expensive setups, just your ideas. And neural morph engine. AI agents. Morph AI agents. The voice AI. The creator AI. The swap AI. The sync AI. The manager AI. The influencer industry is booming. 450 billion, millions in revenue and instant opportunities. The first AI influencer took years to build, 330 followers. Imagine skipping that grind with Morph AI. You bypass the hurdles and create, manage, and monetize your AI influencer instantly. Made with Morph AI. So these are all people that were made with Morph AI that aren't real. Insanity. So yeah, I might be actually using Morph AI to my advantage. And these things seem so easy, so clickable, they almost don't seem real. Because for years, we've had to work so hard. And imagine how people felt when the car came out and they used to have to get the horse ready, get ready, you know. Next thing they got in a car and drove down the street. They couldn't believe the convenience. It felt like magic. It didn't feel real. That's the stage we're entering in. We're entering into the next digital revolution. Just like, you know, this is kind of the big thing, like the cotton gin. Bitcoin's part of it, the internet's part of it, and everything is really leveling up on a high level here. It's an amazing time to be alive. It is amazing time. Ooh. So dang. And see, I don't like to shill. If I was a shill, all I would do is shill. That project's so hot, it's going to pump regardless. All right? If I get 1,000 likes, I'll tell you guys the project. How's that? If I get 1,000 likes, you guys will know what it is. But I got to get 1,000 likes. We got 620 now. If I get 1,000 likes, I'll leak it. But only for 1,000. You gotta pay to play over here. Shout out to everybody here. Check Andy on blast. I think the bottom is rounding. In a bottom formation. We'll take a look. Forget winning. All he does is shill. Oh my God. Let's get these likes up. Jamie Zeno. Amen. All right. So 101.60 still inside the trade. can we win? I'm hopeful this, look, that's like a kind of, that looks nice. Yeah, that's curving. I got faith we're going to break through that 1018 and punch through to the other side. Break on through to the other side, right? Sammy, are you winning, son? Oh, you guys are crazy. Griffin, super chat. Amen. I'll get it done when I feel, not when you tell me to do it. God bless you, though. I appreciate it. I have defiance disorder. I got rid of my boss a long time ago. I do work for you guys, but please, at my time, all right? Don't demand your super chats. They'll come at when they're ready. When God decides you'll get it. So silly. I'm sorry. I'm being. Let's take a look at Crow Coin, champ. Let's take a look at Crow and start off this super chat rally that almost never ends in this channel until I have to run away. But hey, I'm flattered that my TA is that good. You guys want it, so blessed on blessed. Thank you so much for everybody here on the live. I appreciate it. You know, I lost my mother and father like in the last year and a half, and I cherish everyone in my life now more than ever because I realize how heavy the losses are, and you never know what could happen. And so God bless you all. Thank you for coming on in. Anyone that likes anything that I do, you know, sometimes I show up, I talk a lot. People get an impression that I'm pompous and not humble, but I'm telling you right now, I appreciate every single breath I take. When I wake up in the morning, I thank God for my ability to walk, because there's kids that got hurt in Iraq that are younger than me. There's people that got in car accidents and they can't walk. What are the odds? You know, it just happens. So God bless you all. Thank everyone for being here. I'm so thankful for the very simple things in life. All my kids went to bed healthy last night. What a blessing. If I had made $100,000 yesterday, but one or two of my kids was sick or ill, I don't think I would have been in the best mood. So like, I love my children more than anything else. Their health is the most important thing to me and my wife. And so money is great. Don't get me wrong. It takes a lot of problems away. Like right now, my wife was overwhelmed at home. I hired her a nanny for $20 an hour. That woman is a blessing in our life. She organized my closets. She makes sure everything's good. She handles the baby. We went on our first date alone for the first time in like 6 years ever, just the other day for a brunch, because we actually had someone watching the kids, and like we've never done that. We've never trusted anyone with our kids. So like, you know, money does help. It does, but it's not everything. It's a part of the puzzle if you can use it correctly. All right. So look, shoulder, head, right shoulder seems to be coming here. I see Crow booming to 38, only a matter of time. That is an accumulation zone for Crow. I like to put these like colorful triangles in here, and that's kind of your last chance, in my humble opinion, to get Crow before it absolutely rips to 38. I'm pretty sure of that, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. You never know. Here we go, 101,770. Attempting to bust through the 8s again. If it busts through 8s this time, we are gone, baby, gone. This should be our last time, and we should be gone. Look at the wick, too. I mean, they tested the region. It's time to blast. Let's get this move. Let Sammy get his $500 and continue to get paid for the day here so I can hit my $1,000 quota a day in my account. Please. All right. Moving forward, we've got Crow looking absolutely beautiful. I would set an alert on Crow as well. Set alerts on Crow. You're the man for the super chat because it looks pretty nice. I would set alerts on Crow. Looks like that's your last area to accumulate before it rips. I don't own any of it, so it doesn't matter to me what Crow does. I was never a huge fan of Crypto.com. I can't explain why. God bless them. I hope they do well. I just, for some reason, always felt weary of them. I don't know. The fees were really high. I think that's the main reason, you know. Let's take a look at the elephant in the room, Ethereum. ETH, baby, ETH. So the last time I looked at ETH, I saw it breaking out of this rising wedge. I don't see why it wouldn't. And then they did the dip like Bitcoin, but they're back in, and I see this ripping. And again, it may have stopped you out. It may not have, depending on how deep you were. You may have been there. If you were there, there's a chance. There's a chance. I don't think that. Let me undo. Yeah, look, that stop loss never got hit, but it was very close. But you could say it never got hit, and the trade is now back in the green. If you did take this Ethereum trade and you didn't panic sell, you'd still be in the trade. All right. What do I see happening now? Well, let me show you for Ethereum. We'll take a look at the weekly candles, right? And you can see, wow, beautiful move here for ETH. And it's got a very nice trend line that it's holding. And I feel like this is kind of what we're looking at here. And you broke out of this upward trend. But you're away for the 21. I mean, you could put it here and say you're still inside. I guess that's okay. And you got two scenarios here for Ethereum. You're a little far on the weekly for the 21, but it's not the worst. The daily looks interesting, the 4-day, the daily. So let me look at our daily time frame, and this is what I see happening. Very similar to the S&P. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an uptrending flag or more of a symmetrical triangle, and then this thing just rips. You have the golden cross right there too as well. So I'd look for Ethereum, and Ethereum might even just start to rip right here out of this. Like, there's a chance it just goes parabolic. Like, this was the rising wedge. It decides it's back in the rising wedge, and then that rising wedge decides to just fire off like brah. You know, so I have two case scenarios. Both of them take Ethereum to about 5,300. One of them just takes it there a little quicker. If it starts to go sideways, I still see it ripping, but there's a chance Ethereum just starts to take off very, very soon. All right. From cold, wet Massachusetts, hash flow looking sus. Shout out to Miguel Albert. Yeah, I'm so happy I'm not there. It was cold and wet here last night, though. If you can believe it, today is one of the colder days I've been here in Florida. I didn't know it got that cold. 44 degrees last night. Stack, what are you doing to me? What are we doing? 44 degrees last night in Florida. It was cold. Too cold for the jacuzzi almost. No. We still got in the jacuzzi, but still. I only got it to 102. I couldn't get it to 105. You know what I mean? Those are really, really luxury problems. My jacuzzi wouldn't go to 105 last night. Only get to 102. Man. I was pissed. No, but we're finally punching through 1018, and this candle looks like it's about to close above the previous candle with a huge wick to the upside. That is very promising. That Sam is going to continue to compound his trade. How many times does Sam show up with a green trade? It's kind of sickening. People must hate me. No, you guys love me, but if I was a hater, I'd be pissed. But how does this guy win every day? God bless you all for jumping on in. We love you. We appreciate you. And we care about you. We got the week's trade open, ripping too as well. Don't forget, get in where you can get in. All right. And this thing is starting to rip to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for weeks. I like what I'm seeing here for MEXC. Everything's starting to go. If you want to join where we join, trade where we trade, you want to know more, jump on into the live chat. Hit the link here at the top and go to cryptolifer.com. $102,000 Bitcoin, baby. $102,000 Bitcoin. $102,000 Bitcoin. Let's go. $102,000 BTC. Exciting times to be alive. There's so much opportunity out here. Are you kidding me? And if Bitcoin goes to 130, I mean, think about all of us that got here at the beginning stages. I am now 102xing my money. In 7 years, I 102x my money. If I did 10x a year, that would have only been 70x a year. I 10x my money every year for the last 7 years since I got into Bitcoin in 2017. You can't beat that type of behavior. You can't beat that. There's not. Everyone else is like, and while everyone else was paying financial advisors, you could have saw me. I was on the train sometimes next to people telling them, you know, waiters, and they were paying financial advisors. I'm sitting there telling them exactly how to 10x your money for the next 7 years straight. Can you believe that? I 10x my money. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being honest here. This is the power of Bitcoin. My older sister got a Bitcoin at 8,000. She's got $102,000 in her account right now. Unbelievable. And 8,000, that was 1 week of her salary. Imagine if she had put in 10 weeks of her salary in. She'd have $1 million right now off of 80 grand. I mean, come on now. Let's get real. And she only had to hold for like 3.5 years. It wasn't that long. And there's the rippage to the upside. We told you it was coming for BTC. Weeks ripping to the upside. I love this. I live for this, baby. And we're getting further away from the 21. Whenever I'm up in a trade right now, look, you can start to push that stop loss to break even. Look how easy and smooth this is. And then as that starts to rip, and so I keep a scalp account, we're likely going to come back to that 21-day moving average. So I'm going to scalp this one. I'm going to keep the other one open long term. And that's what I like to do. I like to have two trades. Look, I'm continuing to scalp this now, and I'm smoothly moving the stop loss into profit. You see? Anytime you get really far away from the 21 on a move like that, you're likely going to come back to it, or you're going to flag out. That was a beautiful executed trade. I only need to do 4 or 5 of those a day, and I am in the money. Beautiful. You got to pay yourself. See, I paid myself. I rolled the stop loss into profit because we were away from the white line, the 21-day moving average. Look, away from the white line, came back. Away from the white line, came back. Came back. Came back. You're either going to go sideways, the white line's going to pull up, or you're going to come back down to the white line. I like that we broke above 1018. I don't see us going below that now. That should now be support. Beautiful. I like what's happening here. We executed a scalp. We already paid ourselves now. Now we got another trade cooking, and we're ready to rock. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you. Boom, boom, boom. Did anyone pay themselves today? I tried shorting, got liquidated, should have tuned in sooner. Shout out to Frank J. God bless you, man. If you joined the trading group, you would already had an update this morning at 7 in the morning that would have cost you. I mean, I never even said the word short this morning. I didn't even think about it. All right. It was just ridiculous. Sorry, I love you. I just don't like to see people losing, man, when there's no reason to lose. The charts conveyed what was likely going to happen. All right. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. 3,000 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Cheers for you for showing up every day. Cheers for you for backing me up. I'm so excited to have so many friends around the world. You guys pick me up from the airport. I meet you all the time. The lifers are the realest people in the game. I'm closer to you lifers than I am for people that I grew up my whole life. And that's a true story. I love the lifers. I love everybody here. The love is the strongest frequency in the game. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. Why is my pocket square sliding down? Okay, Abundance Universe, send it back 100x. Shout out to High Def, who just threw 10 to me, and he will get that back 100x. What a beautiful way to start his day. High Def, we love you. MIRAI on Dex Tools, Near Ang, and anything with an AI is going to rip. AERO, price discovery soon. Sammy, can you speak on Trump buying Chainlink? Thank you. Does that happen? I don't know if that's true. Did Trump really buy Chainlink? I mean, that would be a smart move for anybody. I bought 100 grand of Chainlink at around $11. That thing is ripping for me. It's already made me over $100,000. I put 100 grand in Solana at 109. It's already made me over 100,000. I already made on Solana and Chainlink alone. I already made $250,000 in under a year. I already made $250,000 off 2 trades. I mean, they're unrealized, right? So I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch here, but. And look at this thing. They are squeezing the shorts to the upside like we get every single time here. How many days do we watch them squeeze these shorts to the upside? How many days? How many times have we watched these liquidations? Unbelievable. Every single time. Like, this is crazy. Look at that. Liquidated. And people losing their whole accounts. It's not, I feel bad, man. It's like, you know. Well, look at that pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for 102,390 now for Bitcoin. Let's look at our bigger trade. Starting to rip to the upside here. We're getting into the money now. Stop losses can be kind of brought up. Now you don't have to risk what you had already. You see? Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. And the further we get from the 21, the more wary I am of the trade. 15 minute doing the same thing too. Yep, the 1 minute getting far away. Looks like that 1 minute's going to dump on us or make a flag there. 400 on the trade there, locked and loaded. Then when we come back, I can get my next, it is Thursday, you know. One day to do it too. You can go to close here, just click on a thing and just pull this all the way. Make sure you're in limit. Go to limit, hit close, pull this over, and just hit close long, like right there, you know. I'm at 420 now, 430. That's why I like to ride the stop losses too. Yeah, I like that 398 away for the 21. We may pump hard, but I like what I had. I'm day traded. I'll take it. I'll take it for the day, and then I'm good. So you hit the close button. You drag how much you want to close. You make sure you're in limit. And then you click the price you want to close at, and you just hit close long. And you pay yourself, see? Let's see if it'll come back and get me. And then if it's lower, like you see it's going lower, you just kind of go here and you go, damn, I missed out on a nice price though. I wanted to get out at the 5s. Come back to 2 or 3. There we go. I got out at 2-3. Thank God. And now, and so it'll likely come back down here too. All right. And look, there's some bearish divergence there. These swing up, but the RSI swinging down, you know, and again, maybe I'm wrong and it continues to pump. That's okay. Everyone always gets pissed when the price keeps pumping and they, you know, you made money. I just made money. Like, if I went to work and they had paid me $400, you know, with the other trade and this trade, I made about $400, $500. Why would I be upset? In trading is the only profession where people make $1,000 and get pissed about it. I should have made $1,500. Stop that nonsense. Stop the negative self-talk. Be happy with a win and move on. Your long-term trades are going to cover you. I got so much Bitcoin. I'm good. Like, Bitcoin rips today. I don't have to worry about this. Oh, I missed out on $2,000. I got enough Bitcoin. That's going to make me so much money when that rips. Even if I made 10 grand, even if I made 50 grand, who cares on the swing trade? You know what I mean? So why do it? I do it for fun. I absolutely do this like a video game. I'm good enough at trading that I like to do it for fun. As insane as that might sound to you, I like to do it for fun, right? And look, I usually do sell early. This thing will probably continue to rip. But what I do is I lock in profits no matter what, all right? And I behoove you, if you're ever going to be a trader live in front of people, to pay yourself pretty regularly, okay? Well, look, I mean, that could go parabolic there to the upside and absolutely just continue to rip. Definitely a chance here. I don't really have to stress it at this point. If it rips, it rips. So what? I miss out on the next big pump. I'm more into finding the next new gem right now. I'm so addicted to altcoin season right now that, like, I like trading Bitcoin, but I'm like a little more into finding alts at this present moment in time. Bitcoin did just break previous support as resistance, though. Let me kind of clear this off and look at it in a new perspective, because now I'm seeing something completely different when I really looked at that clearly. So let me delete everything so I can clear my mind. We now have a beautiful support at 1018, right? We've cleared 1018. Really nice. And now you could say the 5-minute could come back to the 21-day moving average and make a beautiful flag. I may have sold a nice little local top there, and this could be my next scalp arena. What I like about it is price could come down a little lower. We have the SR flip here. Boom. And everyone always is like, how did he know how to sell the local top? Like, how did he know when that rally was going to end? Because the 21 was extended. And so I knew when to take some profits there and get ready for my next trade. And this way, I can always buy back a little lower than I sold. Not always, but most of the time. And then continue to add. So it's as if it's even better than holding the trade long term, because I can get out at like 1023, get back in at 1021. And that's actually better than holding the trade the whole time. It takes heavy skill to get in and out on the small time frames, and to have the fear, you know, to beat through the fear that you're not going to be able to get back in again. The old trader to me, the beginning trader, it takes you a long time to get good entries. Once you make a good entry, you never want to give it up. See, this is the problem when you're a new trader. You make a good entry and you're so afraid you can't get back in again that you don't want to sell. So when you're up, you're like, but you know, so then you're up 500, it comes down 200. You're like, but I got to hold because I'll never get back in again. And then it goes to break even or you get stopped out. You should have sold the 500 with confidence that you could have got back in, but you lived in fear. And this is why what you think of yourself and what you believe in yourself has everything to do with your trades. You can't live in fear, and you must believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. If you have a lack of self-confidence, how do you talk to yourself on a regular day? Do you find yourself saying, I'm not that good at that? Oh, I would never be able to do that, you know? Or, you know, I'm just really not a morning person. Do you ever say that? Oh, I just, you know, me and books just don't get along. Oh, me and math, I'm just not a math guy. When I hear people say that, I feel so bad for them. They're putting themselves down. They're repeating what society has said to them. Everybody throw all that out the window. Every one of you is capable of being amazing. Every one of you can make more money than I make a day, can do more than I do a day. You guys are amazing. You're miracles. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Each and every one of you are the most unique person in the universe. No one, your parents came together and never made another person. Even if you are identical twin, that twin ain't you. I'm sorry. As close as the universe tried to make a clone of you, it still couldn't do it. You are still unique. There's still something about you that your twin does not have. Your identical twin, that split egg. So no matter what, no matter who you are, I don't care. You are the most unique thing the universe has ever seen. And what makes a non-fungible token amazing? It's non-fungible. There's nothing else like it. You are a non-fungible token, and you're the best non-fungible token that ever existed. Show the world who you are. Get out of your depression, get out of your dark state, get out of the isolation, and push yourself forward. Show the world who you are. It's time to change. It's time to go after what you want to do with your life. I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for being here every single day. So we're going to watch this flag where the 21-day moving average comes back into price action. And it's a little steep. We may get a downward flag. We don't know. It could rip to the upside out of nowhere. Anything could happen here. But the likely scenario is when you gap for the 21, you slowly come back to it. This could be the next possible trade that we're looking at here for BTC. We did not forget your super chats. We did not ignore them. We cover every single one of them. We get so many, more than almost any channel here in the entire. We may get more super chats than any other YouTube channel. I think we can honestly say that. Is that possible? Can we go around the horn and say we get more super chats than any other YouTube channel a week? We also go live streaming more than any other YouTube channel a week. We provide more information than almost any other YouTube channel a week because we're here every single day. I like this flag for Bitcoin. I would flag this out. This would be the next possible trade. And what I do is I go back to the open, right? We're going to look at that at 104,299. And look, Lingo, new listing. Let's just see what Lingo did so far. I got to see what it did. I'm curious. I would think it would have pumped, but you never know. Yeah, I mean, so on the 1 minute, did we start to see it there when it was like, how much was it when we first saw it? I think it like, we saw it in like the first couple of minutes, like when it was just starting to move and it was like, but see how it's kind of leveling out now? That's kind of what happens. And then it creates a bit of a cup and handle. Think about it. This thing has never been on the exchange before. So who can sell it? Nobody. Understand? Like nobody can sell this thing. You know? So, I mean, people on the decentralized exchange can sell it and then it can affect price over time. But like, that's a cup and handle right there. Right? And, you know, I've seen these pumps. So again, you're taking a huge risk because it's brand new. But I'm telling you, like, all Coin Daily's been pumping this coin. Like, you know, so you know what I mean? It's kind of a no-brainer. Like, how do you lose money on this? Again, I don't know. I don't own any, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm like, why don't I buy some, Sam? I'm like, because I ran out of Tether today. All right. And I got to go grab some Tether. So I have to go and run all around. That's what I'm trying to find something in my portfolio that I could sell for Lingo. There's got to be something I could sell for Lingo here. Let's take a look. If Sammy could find some bags to dump for Lingo. What do you think? What do you think? Shout out to the 31,079 people here. I don't want to dump any of those bags. I don't want to dump any of that stuff. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. AI Mall's doing pretty good right now. Talent, remember Talent Protocol? Dude. Zodex is hot too. TMAI, Floki. Man, I like all this. I might even sell my NEIRO. I feel like that's not going to move while I'm waiting, and then I could get back into NEIRO. You know what I mean? I might trade this puppy. Let's see. This thing was kind of, we got it on CoinEx, remember when it first came out? Watch it just rip though above the 200 MA, you know? Interesting. I just think Lingo is hot. I don't see how it doesn't make a move, but you never know, right? Nice pump there for Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so it spiked up a little bit there. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. And how is that flag looking for Bitcoin? Okay. Not too shabby there, right? It's still kind of doing its thing there on the 1 minute time frame. And use the 1 minute just to fine tune what you're looking at. I felt like it almost faked a breakout there though. But it is getting into some rising wedge type of vibes here. And that tells me that we could, you know, you're either going to make a bearish div and dump down or you're going to hold this level. See, that's the thing about extreme price action. It gets to the point where like that's when you usually dump when the market's regular, but that's when you'll pump when the market's out of control. Like in a regular market, you'll see bearish div, you'll take a dump. But you got to keep in the back of your mind that this thing can rip. I mean, that's bearish divvy right there. I'd like to see it make the flag on the smaller time frame, but you never know. This could bounce right here, right now. We kind of have some new support too at a 102,000. So the measured move of this entire, let's take a look at it, just rebrand it, Yeah, I felt like it was a little long. So that measure move takes you to 104,292. That's a parabolic move to the upside there for Bitcoin. And honestly, it's starting to look more and more likely to me here for BTC. Barely get the 3-to-1 there. We would get to 104,292. I like that. Only have to put a 2 there. 292. And then the stop loss is 101.8, right? And I would put it like 789 just to give you that buffer below the 8s, right? And then it says, okay, wow, 455. They ain't playing around. And 2 for 6, we can add another 600 to the day and really, really hit the limit. And then we're already at way more than 200. So if I lose the trade, we'll be okay. We're holding the 21-day moving average, looking parabolic. This looks like it's going to make a move here. I'm going to jump on in. This looks like it's going to rip and defy that bearish div. It just looks like we're going to get some type of move. And again, we're going for that 2 for 6, right? On the trade there. Boom. And we'll see. We could easily lose 200. This is high risk. There's some bearish divvy. It's very high risk right here. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're not in control, please don't make these trades. Please. Please. I am not a financial advisor. Another guy saying dude should be taking his financial advice. If you're not in control of your situation and you don't know what you're willing to risk or willing to lose and you don't have it all mapped out and thought out, please demo trade for at least a couple weeks so you understand how to handle the emotions you're going to be feeling while you're inside of these trades. All right. I do it effortlessly without even thinking about it. However, you're going to be feeling a lot of emotions up and down. Your heart's going to be racing. You will be highly more affected than I am. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've been in and out of trades, thousands of trades in my life to the point of no return. I traded the Toronto Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange. I've been all around, man. And now I'm here battling the most riskiest charts in the world. But why not? I mean, at this level, let's go. Let's, you're a good sailor. Let's take on the high seas at this point. I'm done with this, with these flat waters. Let's go on to the high seas, brother. Let's be pirates. Let's take on the unknown. Tonight is our weekly screen share. I'm going to share my entire... I just can't believe it. It's going to be awesome tonight. I'm excited. If you want to jump on into the trading group, go to cryptolifer.com. It's in the pinned comment. Anyway, yeah. Your Vaz, Mark 11 says, if you believe it's yours, do you suggest that Leverage Master plus the 99 to get going in the right direction? I think the first thing people should do is just really take my beginner's course, not even my beginner's course, just my TA course. Because Leverage Mastery is amazing, but you kind of like, he kind of pivots off a lot of what I teach. And so you want to start that foundation and build on it as far as I'm concerned. I think everything is great. Sam, you're the most amazing chill man I've ever seen, and I need your suggestion to invest in some good coins. Can you suggest me a bunch of coins? Love from India. I cannot. I will never tell you what to buy or sell. Yeah. I will put out coins and I'll tell you what I'm buying and selling, and I'll talk about it every day, and I'll give you all the education, and then you have to make that suggestion to yourself. No one can suggest to you what you should be buying. You can look and do research, and then you got to make that suggestion for yourself. I am not a financial advisor, and I will never tell anybody here on this channel what to buy or sell. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you how to trade any market in the world, no matter what. I am good at finding gems. We are, we do deep dives. I'm relentless when it comes to internet searches. But again, all right. BEAMX, everyone's talking about Beam. If you don't got Beam, I don't know what to say. And look at this. I mean, Bitcoin's about to break out of an ascending triangle, is it not? That's a beautiful move right there coming for Bitcoin. I see a move up to 103,685. A little bit of bearish divvy though. Can it fend it off and push to the upside? Let's find out. It looks like the bearish div was right there, and then we flattened out. Well, we could dump here back to the bottom of the pattern. Anything is possible. Look up, there we go, getting ugly. No, Bitcoin, no. Don't you dare. It's bearish divergence right there, I gotta say. And you kind of like, I feel like you lost the trend line at this point, see? Like, it looked nice. Trend lines are important. You gotta hold trend. Now it tells me this could dump all the way back down to the 200, or at least down here to the support at 102.87. So I cut off a $50 loss. And that's why I love it too. Like you have win, 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 500, 500, 600, 300, and then this one $50 loss. Because I want to get in at the perfect time where I don't, right? So the perfect entry was there. It should not have left this. It should never have left this trend line. That's baloney now. That's bogus. It shouldn't have done it. Now it's doing it. Now it's going to fall down, right? Come on, Bitcoin. So it read that bearish divvy. All right. I don't get it though. The 1 hour is so bullish. The bigger time frames are so bullish. It's like I don't want to give it up, but I know that I might have to here and then re-enter again. I already won for the day too. I could just walk away. I just like, I'm like, don't pump on me and leave me out. There's a bit of hidden bullish divergence here in a way as this swings up. And that's swinging sharply to the downside. Could that hold us down? A little bit of fib action. Bounce me off that 786. That's the money printer. It's kind of a cup with a handle there, even though it's ugly. There's a cup. There's a weird handle. Now you got me on 88. Dang you. Dang you. Bouncing off that 786 Fibonacci level, though, with a little bit of hidden bullish. Says we should break this high before we break that low, and it got very close, didn't it not? Wow. Look at that bounce, though, off the hidden bullish divergence, the 786 Fib. Amazing. Money printer status right there. Where is Master Friend when you need him? I think he's there. God bless you, Master Friend. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Ava just had an insane pump. Ava Travala or Ava AI? I was in Ava AI. I don't think you're talking about Ava AI. Yeah. Would have been amazing, though. And look, I got Lingo here, too. I was looking at it on the decentralized exchanges, and I could see Lingo is about to rip. Lingo was just 6 cents. It's now 9 cents. I mean, in the last, 4 hours, Lingo ripped. So we could have bought Lingo on the decentralized exchange 2 days ago. And you can see I had it on my watch list right here. So I've been looking at it. This is like the simplest money anyone could make in the game. I have to be honest. Like, I don't see how this thing doesn't just continue to rip right now. It got showed by the biggest mainstream YouTubers in the game. And they've been talking about it for months, expecting, oh, here it comes, here it comes. Lingo, dude. Again, I was not paid to shill. I don't know anything about it. I'm an outsider. They don't love me. I don't do that stuff. I'm the crypto lifer, man. They all look at me kind of funny from the outside. A lot of the industry people are like, why does that guy have 3,000 people? Why does he have the biggest live stream in the game? But we don't interview him. We don't give him any love because I'm the independent beast. All right. And no one can touch us. That's why. And we know it. And they're afraid of us, man. They're intimidated by us for sure. Almost every channel out there is like, ooh, there's the guy that never takes a day off. I wish I could do that. But it's okay. It's lonely at the top, man. It is what it is. Came late to the live. Whip flag broke out. This coin looks so hot right now. Lingo for 14% gains back to 11 there. And again, you do you. I'll do me. I'm not a financial advisor, and you'll find your way through this. Bitcoin dumping out the flag to the downside. I actually forgot about my trade for a split second. Oh, yeah, because it looked like we were bouncing, and then I looked away for a half a second, and then, no, we didn't get the love there. It is a Thursday on low volume, and they're trying to bring us further down. I may cut that off at 140. Really should have cut it off at $50, but it's all right. I feel like the second you hit flash lows, they'll bounce it, right? But that's all right. It's not really about that. It's about getting back in at the next better angle. Let's look at the bigger time frames. You don't want to get too caught up. Yeah, see, the 5-minute was too far for the 21-day moving average. And now the 5 is going to come back to the 21. Looks like they're going to pump eventually. I just got myself caught up there in that little section. Ooh, it's getting close. I could hide below the 200 MA and see, but I don't like risking more than I should, Are they going to get me right here on this stop loss? Oof. Again, I'll still be up with the day. It won't be a big deal. So don't stress, everybody. I'm covering. We're doing good. What if we get this bounce and this can cross my stop? You never want to be between price action and the 21. Never. What I'm doing right now is the worst thing you could be doing. The worst. All right? Absolutely the worst. If anything, I should just kind of come down here because it would bounce off the 21. But what I'm doing is I'm adding risk at that point. If you do that, go look and see what risk you added. All right? Like right there, it's 309 now. I don't really want to lose $300. That wasn't like the part of the deal, right? And this kind of is where I always stop to think for a second. And I'm like, you know, it's really close. So there's a good chance this moves up and we get the bounce off the 21 and I don't get clipped. It's a good chance. But, you know, let's take a look at the 15-minute. What if the 15-minute's super high on the stochastics and wants to push down on us? It's not. It doesn't look too bad, but it is away for the 21-day moving average. And there I am again, kind of sitting in the, you know, I like to get in when the 21's touching. I got a little pulled in by that 1 minute rising wedge. I had a feeling it was going to do some damage. It did not, right? So they kind of got me a little, they got me right there thinking it was going to rip. It did not. Chance it could have. We're super bullish, so I'm a little more pushed to the bullish side lately. You know, it's easier to get me to believe they're going to pump us than not. So my bullish bias does get kind of yanked a little bit. And I know that. You have to understand kind of where your mentality sits and how you deal with that situation. All right? It's important. I know I'm a bullish bias. It means I know I'm going to be stubbornly bullish at certain times. It pays off a lot because there's days when they make a flag and the whole market thinks there's no way it can keep pumping, and I relentlessly long, and I'm able to pull off some insane longs that most people just can't because of my overly bullish bias. See, I know when it comes out and helps my probability, but you got to know what kind of trader you are. Very important. All right? And you're not going to win every trade. Look, I'm losing a trade now. It's okay. I like losing in front of you guys because it lets you know that I don't win every time. And I don't lose a lot. Like, you know, I make thousands of dollars a day and I lose 250. It's not a big deal. You know, I technically don't lose because I'm up on the day. Like my net is extremely high. So can we bounce here? We usually bounce off the 21. It's why I kind of kept myself below it. That could be a nice bounce place. Like we should be wicking like we are right there, and it could hold me down. I'm almost willing to risk that 300 now. Again, why I tend to cut off the $50 ones pretty fast, like I should have right there, and just kind of moved on. Then I could just sit here and wait. So what we want to see here is a bounce back off the 21 and some consolidation here and then rip. There's a chance that's like a beautiful entry right there. And it's also an SR flip. Previous support is resistance right there at 1017, 1018. And there's the 800 again. Remember, that was the key level that we had to break back above. And now we're back below it again. Like, Bitcoin had to hold 1018. That was the key level for me. Really, that was like the lock and key for the day, 1018. You got to hold 1018 Bitcoin. You can't play games with us here. 221, 11:32 of the morning. And can we get the bounce here for Bitcoin? Bit of a Fibonacci bounce, a bit of hidden bullish divergence. I mean, that's swinging down while that's swinging up. Kind of tells us that we should be able to break this high before we break that low. That's hidden bullish right there. Despite it being on the 5-minute time frame, it is hidden bullish. And look, I go wick to wick on these fibs. And if you go wick to wick on the fib, you're bouncing off the 786 again. We should be getting a bounce here. I shouldn't have to bail on the trade. I should be able to get a bounce off the 21, the hidden bullish, and the 786. That should keep me from panic selling. Get a bounce here. I can't watch anymore. Take my 300. All right. So let's get back into the super chats. Super chats, sweet. We got so many super chats, everybody. It's a lot. I appreciate it, and I love you all, but it is a lot. I appreciate it though. We got Sui, Link, Soul, HBAR, PEPU. I thought I did PEPU already. Yeah. Algo, Super Chat, Voyager, Sensei, NEIRO. I looked at NEIRO. I thought TUSD, ETH, Bitcoin, Andy on Blast, AERO, MIRAI, VAI, TET, and XLM. So everyone, we didn't skip your Super Chat. What I do is my team grabs them up, makes a list of them, and then I go ham on them. All right. So we're going to get there. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to make it happen. Bitcoin struggling to stay above 1018, but getting back above it for now. Better than nothing. but playing games right here at this level now. Bouncing off the 21-day moving average, but not really showing strength. Should have really held and closed that candle nicely. We have 1 minute for this candle to close. It must close above the 21-day moving average. I'd like it preferred to close green. It did get a bounce. We have a nice wick there. So far so good, but I'd like it to close green. Sammy goes hammy. How do I join the Discord? We make it very simple to join the Discord. The pinned comment up here is cryptolifer.com. Click cryptolifer.com. Join our website. Go to join us now and go to basic, most popular, and annual. And it is awesome. Awesome. So yeah, we got a basic, a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. Jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. A lot of people liked it because the gains are just abound. I work 7 days a week. Think about a guy that scans the market as much as I do constantly. Like no one's more obsessed than getting you to win than me. You know, my obsession is helping other people win. Like, and I've made it literally my life's work. And so I have to win for you to win because that's how it works, right? But look, just in the last few days, beautiful pumps there. 33% for SUI. MORPHAI yesterday for 154% from 8 in the morning to 9 in 1 day. Phoenix on XRP, ENA, and the gains just keep coming on. We found Pinlink early. We found Chill Guy early. So many coins we found super early. It's been an amazing time. 101,726, not able to hold that 21 or barely. Look at this. Playing games right here now on the hidden bullish divergence. Now looks like definite, but come on. Once you lose the 21, it's a wrap. This is going to dump even harder. They got me sitting here. A lot of times I'll just cut it off. It'll rip back up, and then I can get into the trade once it makes the flag. You know, they kind of told me what they're going to do now, right? I mean, it's like, they're about to get me now. And that's likely going lower. So we had the high at 102.5 only to be pressed down. And then they took me for 3. Dang, man. I should have just cut off the 5. It's all right. It is what it is. You're not going to win every single trade. It's just not going to happen. You're going to lose trades. That's the facts of life. How you deal with your losses is how you come back and win again. 100%. I wait for this, let it bounce, consolidate. I load up again later on today. I make another 1,000. I don't stress it. I don't know if you remember one day I lost $800. An hour later, 2 hours later, back to the trading group. I was back up again. Same exact idea. So you're going to lose. That's going to happen. All right. But, you know, focus on your perspective. Like, look at how big is your portfolio up that day? What moves have you made? You know what I mean? You stress $250, $300, like, and you make it your whole day. You're missing the point. There still is a hidden bullish divergence. It still looks like you're going to bounce there. As far as I'm concerned, it looks pretty bullish there. It looks like I was pretty close to kind of the bounce point for Bitcoin here. You got a really strong support, a lot of chop at 101.5. But we'll see. I can't stand losing my trades, though. It does piss me off, I'll be honest. It gets on my nerves a bit, but I get over it. I don't like losing in front of people, too. I don't like getting laughed at. I don't like people looking at me. I don't like people smirking. All right, it is what it is. But you know what? If you live in fear, then you'll never open up a trade in front of anybody. So it is what it is. What I love to say is I lose, man. Not many people even stream enough to say they lose in front of people. That's kind of like a blessing. Hey Sam, I've been watching for a good while and I'm finally getting confidence. I'm longing FLM. Wish me luck. God bless you, my friend. I hope all goes well for you. All right. Yeah, Lingo on the DEX. We already looked at it. Looks tight. Headed up to 11 possibly for the move. All right. Lingo on MEXC, 32 cents. It's 32 on MEXC, but on the DEX, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I mean, could it be ripping on MEXC differently? I guess it's possible. Yeah, it's 32 cents now. It's weird. It's different than on the DEX. It's kind of strange, right? Maybe they're not the same. I don't know. Double check. Yeah, down to 32.33. I didn't buy any, just to make it clear, right? So look, zero lingo. When I follow your trail, loss. When I don't follow, I do loss. God bless you, brother. You do whatever you want. You don't know how to trade. It's not on me. It has nothing to do with me. When yo, it's going to bounce to all-time high from 97K. What? You people are crazy. I don't know why you come up with random thoughts. It's going to do this. You don't know what's going to do. Take it one step at a time. All right. Sammy, how can anyone smirk if you're here every day and you know your win rate? You're awesome. God bless you. Thank you. Because I don't like to lose at all for any reason. I expect to win every single time I'm here. I don't like losing my trades. It pisses me off. Let's be honest. I'm a winner. I like to win. I don't like to lose. I should have cut that off at $50. It looked like it wasn't going to play the trend line, and they kind of got me sitting there, and then they got me. They got me. You know, for whatever reason, they got me. I do still see a bounce here. I mean, it's like, see? And now they're bouncing it. It's just like, they didn't break that low. There was a hidden bullish. It was very close. So here's the deal. It bounces back. Let's get ready for we got to get ready for the next trade. We can't think about the loss is over. It's like a missed shot. I missed the shot at the end of the game. Well, I'm back at the new game today. I can't think about the missed shot. It's a wrap, right? It's over. Shot's over, man. It's time to make the next shot. It's time to train for the next game. It's time to get ready for the next move. The past is in the past, baby. Let's move on. I knew what I was willing to lose. I lost it. It's cool. 104.541, 104.535. Stop loss would have to be a 101.210. And if we get the bounce, this will be the next trade that I tackle. And then let's see if we can get about, I do 200 for 1300. I mean, right now it'd be a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. If you made the trade right now, it'd be a ballsy entry right now. Very gutsy entry for sure. There is some hidden bullish, and it is on a fib. I mean, it kind of says that could be a really good entry right there to the upside. Next thing you know, you're ripping back up and you complete the move. That rips up. I mean, you make $1,300. It pays for that loss and some. Low stochastics also suggest the bounce on the 21. I'd wait for the consolidation. I'm willing to give up some percentages for that consolidation personally and take less risk on the trade. But this is the next trade that I'm looking at. I'm still overly bullish for Bitcoin here at 101.700. All right. Yeah, Quantify AI is hot. It's super hot. I just don't see how it doesn't rip. I'm 100% with you on that. It's so hot, right? Let's look at QGG on Sol with a $6 million market cap too. It is tiny, and look how tight it's getting. I mean, this thing is about to rip. Only a matter of time, in my humble opinion, before this thing just absolutely goes on a tear. It's got a tiny market cap. It's on Solana. All right. It's called QGG. $6.8 million market cap. Quantify AI. Has all the bells and whistles. It's very tight. Looks like it's going to rip to the upside. You do whatever makes you happy. I like this coin. I can't believe it. I'm actually going to write it down right now because I forget these things. And I have it right here, QGG. I had it yesterday too and forgot it because of all the things I do. But that thing looks like it's going to rip to the upside and bang, 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 baby. I like what I'm seeing there. Again, it could go to zero. Highly speculation here. I'm a speculative investor. I look at things that have the potential to go bigger than most, but at the same time, may also go to zero. Yeah, Lingo launched C on deck. Yeah, we already know about Lingo. Please leave us alone. We've gone over Lingo. I don't want it to take over the show. Watch the show. We talked about Lingo a few times. I'm not shilling it. I wasn't paid to shill it, so I don't want to be seen as one of those. All right. My G, throw a G, and we will see. Amen. Shout out to Paul Wood. I hope everything goes well for you, man. All right. Bitcoin is bouncing at this key level. Think it would get a nice bounce here off the bottom of the channel and back above 101.8. That's the key level. We got to hold 101.8. Had I brought my stop loss a little lower, I'd still be in that trade, man. They wouldn't have got me. Dang, it's that whole game, right? Guys, I heard MM Crypto was number 100 with the What? Crypto. Oh, you guys are crazy, man. AERO price discovery soon. Always here, brother. The peak season is crazy this year, but hope you and the family are very well. Much love. God bless you, man. Thank you, Jamal. Nice bounce back to 1019, and we're low on those Stokes. I'm gonna take it, man, right there. I like this low area here. I'm gonna get gutsy and buy in on this zone here. All right, I'm in now. I'm back in again here. $1,800, $48,000 trade, 20x levy. Let's see if we can get the pain going. We can get this pump going on here. Super chat, SUIAI and Link. Let's take a look at SUIAI. SUIAI on MEXC here. All right, SUIAI's hot right now, period, right? And we knew it was going to rip on that daily time frame. I got a target of it at 526. It did hit 488. It's absolutely ripping. It's just getting started. Look, on that daily stochastics RSI, like it's just getting started. MACD is just getting across with lack of sell pressure. And man, this thing looks like it's going to continue to rip. So what will you do? You'd bring this down because you see strong support or resistance like right around here, right? So you see psychological 430 area, 450 is kind of like a good area. And so you don't want to go lower than 450, and you got to find some type of flag or entry using the smaller time frame. So like I would look for this type, some scenario like this here. Now if Bitcoin dips or something happens, everything will kind of collapse. But if Bitcoin stays strong, this rips. So like I would be DCing into this flag, like buy a little SUIAI, buy a little SUIAI. And then this thing is likely headed to $6. SUIAI's headed to 6. It's only a matter of time. It's the hottest, fastest chain in the game besides Solana. It's going to go. And that's why the coin that I put out earlier today is really the big deal coin here. You don't want to miss that coin. I'm telling you right now. It is absolutely ripping to the upside, and it's doing damage right now. So if you jumped on in, you'd be up already 41% on this coin. And it brings in AI agents. It brings in the hottest coin. It's just, this is a no-brainer, man. This coin's a no-brainer at now busting through 8 to a $12 million market cap. This thing is gone, baby, gone. And there was a lot of low-cap gems here that I was able, in the last 2 days, I had so much clarity, and I was able to find a few $4 to $8 million market cap coins that were just likely to explode. Quantify AI is another one. Man, we got a few 50 to 100Xs out here that could really do damage. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. All right, I'm not going to force it on you. You do whatever you want. All right. It's a Forrest Gump trade. Amen, dude. Every once in a while, there's a Forrest Gump trade. I don't like to use the word easy, but some of these are just like, they're staring you in the face. Can you show how to purchase off the DEX? Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're going to buy something, you got to find out the chain. So say you wanted to buy Quantify AI, right? You'd click it here, boom. You'd go into your Phantom wallet. All right. I like to go to Jupe because I'm a Jupe guy. Other people are at Radium. I use Jupe. Jupe's my number one. All right. I go to Jupe whenever I'm doing stuff, and I swap on Jupe. All right. Make sure you're going to jupe.ag, the right Jupe, right? You swing this. You say, well, how much SOL do I have? You say max SOL. Then you click here, and you're going to paste the contract address in there. I recently got Alchemist AI. I think that thing's going to do numbers. And there's Quant AI right there. And look, I'll put a whole SOL in there right now because I think it's going to do numbers there, right? So I could hit here, max. Just type in 1. You need some SOL for fees. And you hit the word, you hit swap. Optimize the slippage. You could change the slippage. 0.08 ain't bad. I'll take it. And this is fast and easy compared to how it used to be on Uniswap and all the ins and outs, and you know. And then bang, and then you could hit max. And if you only have 1.6, boom, and there's your 5,000 QGG. And I was able to swap right there on Radium. I mean, on Jupiter, sorry, on Jupiter for QGG, Quantify AI. All right. A very hot coin right now, sitting at a $7.2 million market cap. And it could go to zero. You never know. It's highly speculative. Let's be honest here. All right. I'm up 20% on said altcoin call out. God bless you. I bought the coin this morning after you put it in the trading group, and the slippage was almost 100% of what I spent to buy it. All that money gone. Oh, that's crazy. Sorry for that, man. I think it's going higher, but they hit you again. They know the AI. Everybody is looking for switching up. Thank you and good luck. Trust the process on Sol. Jupe staking rewards are no joke. Yeah, Jupe staking rewards are amazing. And then you can vote too, and then you get paid for the voting. It's really, really awesome. You can't beat it. Let's take a look at Chainlink really taking over the game. And we, I kept saying Chainlink was the one. No one really thought about it because it was too big at the time and nobody seemed to care. And they're like, but all these other coins are hot. Like memes were ripping. So anyone's like, why would I buy Chainlink? It's like boring and doing nothing. But it's RWA, and RWA was going to pick up. And then, Chainlink's kind of behind the scenes on a lot of these projects. And people don't realize how much infrastructure Chainlink really controls. And it's kind of a sleeping giant. And so in my mind, I'm like, there's a 5x at least, maybe even a 10x at about a $5 to $8 Chainlink. And so I started buying Chainlink when nobody thought it was important. And I eventually got up to $105,000 worth of it, around $11. And now it's ripping. And again, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you, this is how you diligently discipline. You buy things when no one's paying attention, when it's not cool to buy, right? A lot of my big gains aren't when everyone's running around. I'm not in the hottest coin at the right time. I'm in the right coins at the right time for my portfolio, for where I'm going. I've got my goals, my dreams, my plans, and they're going the way that I want them to go, right? This looks like it could continue to pump. I'm watching the 30-minute time frame. I'm watching the 1 hour. The flag isn't amazing. It depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin plays games, this will dump too. But the 50-minute looks great. I don't see why I can't continue to pump. I see 32.86 as the target. I am in it, so I'd love it to pump. All right, let's get real. So, of course, let's take a look at Solana on MEXC. I own a boatload of Solana. And look, Sol looks like it's going to pump right here. I mean, that's a very promising flag for an asset that a lot of people want to get into. All coins are ripping, more memes. Sol coming back with its dominance. It lost some dominance the last few weeks. I feel like Sol is going to come back with that dominance. I see this ripping up. I see Sol headed to 261. Conservative stop loss below 223. I see this as a likely play here. Again, if Bitcoin dumps, it's going to take it down, right? So, it's high risk every time when we play with Bitcoin. The stop loss can be slightly below the 200 MA at a 3.63 risk to reward ratio. That takes you to 261, back to that all-time high area for Solana. I'm in Solana big. I'm up huge. I'm excited. I am, I'm drunk off gains when it comes to Solana, baby. Up over 100 grand. I mean, I never put $100,000 into trades until these last few years. Like, you first you put in a few hundred, then you put in 10 grand. Next thing you know, you're like, once you're worth a few mil, you put 10 grand in a coin and it turns into 50 grand. I mean, it's great, but say you're worth 2 mil and you make 50 grand. I'm not putting it down, but you're like, how is that going to substantially change your life? It's not. You need to put 100 grand down at that point. The richer you get, the more value you acquire. If you really want to be a big trader, the bigger the positions have to be, really, for it to make sense. I mean, I got to triple the 100 grand, quadruple the 100 grand, or it doesn't make any sense. Now when I buy positions for 9, 10 grand, I'm almost like, what's the point? But I'm still excited. I love to 5 to 10x, so 9 for 45 grand will be great. Solana looks absolutely beautiful. I like what I'm seeing for Solana. All right, and remember, using the moving averages all the time, tight moving averages above the 200 MA, very important. This is part of the strategy, all right, that we go after here. Damn, Bitcoin's slumping, not doing great today, man. Come on, BTC. It's a Thursday. I'm about to just give up on this slop. You know what I mean? It's kind of a sloppy Thursday, man. I'm getting bad, just kind of choppy signals. Let's take a look at HBAR, USDT here on MEXC. Now, HBAR's been hot. Not my favorite coin in the game, but it's been hot. And the guy that ran HBAR actually came out yesterday. I watched him on Twitter Spaces, and he talked about how HBAR will be okay from quantum computing. He talked about SHA 256, and then he talked about, I believe, SHA 318. I think it was 318, and he said 318 is safe from quantum computing. A quantum computer won't be able to crack SHA 318. He said that's why they use it. He says when you're in government clearance and you're doing high government security, you have to use SHA 318. He says 256 is good, and he says 256 actually will probably still be okay. But he basically said that we're going to have to move to SHA 318, if I'm correct. Did anyone else watch that? That's very important. But, don't stress everyone's stressed about quantum computing. People that don't have a brain, they can't think that through. Just go, tell me about quantum computing. It's going to hurt crypto. Yeah, of course, a fast computer that can crack the code over time is definitely something to pay attention to. But you don't think that cryptocurrency will evolve and find a way to to stop that. And again, who knows, you know, and it is a scary idea. Well, who gets in charge of it? What happens? You know what I mean? If a quantum computer, but you have to remember, a quantum computer has to take all this data, find tripped out data, and then find the real data inside of that data. And that's what it's doing. And it's moving, you know, and so as great as you think it is, it still would have trouble with SHA-318 over time. You know, again, you have to think this stuff through. All right. HBAR looks good. I want to see it kind of go tight there and bounce, just like Bitcoin. I don't want to see Bitcoin dumps, then HBAR dumps. Bitcoin goes back up above the channel and hangs, then we stay tight there. But Bitcoin doesn't look good right now. 101,600. Hanging out at that low level, just not wanting to bounce, not, you know. HBAR 6.2, you know, and 62 cents here. I like what I'm seeing for HBAR. Looks pretty good. ALGO came out and said that they are already quantum resistant. So they're already ready for the future. They're like, they can't crack us. You think that might be kind of good? We saw that flag for ALGO. Definitely would have got stopped out in that trade. Let's take a look at this flag here for ALGO, right? ALGO's in a nice flag on the daily and coming back down. I mean, almost every trade looks like this. Again, Bitcoin struggles. ALGO will struggle. It's a blue chip. It tends to follow Bitcoin. It's likely going to continue. I see ALGO headed to 97. I got into ALGO at 30 cents. So I'm happy so far with where we're at, but you know, we're only up a little bit, but hey, we're up. I bought ALGO 3 years ago though. So I've been holding it since the last rally. Never really sold it. It 10x to $330, to $3 from 30 cents. And then it kind of just, you know, the old bear market took a hold. I almost forgot I had some of it. 96 cents looks likely for ALGO. It's got hidden bullish divergence as it swings down on the RSI, but swings up on price action. And it's got a beautiful fib retracement there, back down to the golden pocket. I mean, that kind of checks off all the lists with low stochastics, lack of bearish momentum. I see this thing continuing. Again, you never know. Who knows what's going to happen to ALGO, but it definitely looks like it may continue to pump to the upside. Let's take a look here at Super USDT. And that's super. There's Super Farm, there's Super Verse. All right, I'm going to look at Super Verse here on CoinEx. I'm actually not going to look at here. It looks like it skipped a beat there. I don't know why. So we're going to look at Super on, and I believe you want Super Verse, right? Nah, because there's Super Verse and there's Super Farm. I believe you want Super Verse. So the last time we looked at it, I believe it was going to pump. You know, Elio trades like Alex Becker. They're the dream team of marketing, right? They're going to pump the heck out of this stuff. Stochastics look like it's going to rip. It's just at this key level. There is a bit of bearish div right there. Do you come down and make a right shoulder? You never know. Watch how it interacts with the 21-day moving average. I suggest it could continue to pump. I like what I'm seeing, but you are at a resistance for Super at 221. It may come back down and bounce off the 21, $190, $2 area before it continues to go to the upside. A little bit of bearish div as that swings down and that swings up. Playing out now slightly at resistance for Super. I do believe in the next 2-3 weeks. I don't see how it doesn't go to 293 though. Voyage. I thought it was Voyager. I don't know what Voyage is. Voyage USDT. Yeah, it did not come up. You might want to give us a little more detail on that coin. And there's Quantify AI just looking absolutely lovely. See, I'm a TA guy. So I study coins, and then the good coins give you good TA. So Voyage, Voyager AI. All right. This looks, I mean, it's like, you name it. If it has the word AI on it, and we're in one of those rallies where it's just like, and again, it will calm down. Like, you know, when these coins rip, you want to start taking profits too. Like, they're going to get caught in this narrative too. And then it's going to flip and I wish I sold. This thing looks like it's like pick a coin, any coin. Dang, man, this is overwhelming for a beginner. 1582 looks like the target of this one. $662 million market cap, 155%. High risk as well. AI. Let's see what it does and what the website says. Voyager AI, right? And they don't even tell you what they do. I'm not a fan really when they do stuff like that. Let's take a look here at the Twitter. Only 2,600 people. One-stop trading dashboard with all your DeFi tools. Try Orbit now. Orbit, Voyager AI. initiate scan, activate alerts, asteroid alerts, market cap, volume, dominance, sold price. Hi, click to talk or click to the menu to start your journey. Wow. Can you ask it the best coin below 10 million? Even if I typo though? Dude, there's AI agents now. There's so much stuff. This is getting out of control. Navigating through the cosmos of trading tokes. EFC catches the eye with a sky-high volume market cap and a liquidity market ratio. Like a shooting star, it stands out in the galaxy of tokens between 10 million market cap. So it found this one on pump.com. Let's just take a look. It may not come up right when you're at pump. EC Echo Fart Coin. It's funny, the AI picked this coin for whatever reason at a $210,000 market cap. Who knows? It's just funny, right? Who knows? Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at Sensei. Sensei was on my radar. Something about the tech actually, it passed the sniff test for me when I looked at this thing. Sensei AI, right? Your personalized AI agents, decentralized valuable knowledge with indistinguishable lifelike AI agents for organization and individuals. Is pioneering digital immortality with authorized AI autonomous personal replicas. Try it now. I mean, this is big. Like, these things look like they're going to be real and they actually work. You can try it and actually use it. I'm overwhelmed, man. There's so much stuff. Quantify AI. Like, I forget all the different things that we went over today. MORPHAI, Quantify AI, Sensei AI. Like, I am overloaded. My sensories are overloaded right now. Like, never mind the trading. This is absolutely insanity. Bitcoin dumping again down to 101,371. Unable to hold that key level at 101.8. Dang, Bitcoin, dang, man. Let's take a look at Super Voyager, Sensei, NEIRO on ETH. I think we did look at NEIRO already, but we'll look at it again just in case I was wrong. This coin, honestly, I just believe in it. Look at it, it has a use case. It's awesome. We talked about it yesterday when it was somewhere here and it's starting to rip. It's got a tiny market cap. When we looked at it, I think it was 004. It was probably like a 10 or $15 million market cap. This thing looks, if the utility is great and it's doing what it says it's going to do, I don't see how these don't continue to at least get to a couple $100 million. But you never know. It's all, you know. NEIRO on ETH. NEIRO for wrapped ETH. And that thing's going to hit the $1 billion market cap. Only a matter of time. We talked about it yesterday. I see this falling wedge eventually breaking out. Previous support is resistance. 120% gains coming over time. This coin's been hot on a trajectory. I don't see why it doesn't continue to move. You never know, but I like what I'm seeing there. Let's take a look at TUSDT, TUST, and we'll take a look at that. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. TUSD, TUSDT, I think you mean, right? I don't know what yeah. This is on Binance, KuCoin. It's Threshold, right? It's also on CoinEx. I like CoinEx the best of all those. Smaller exchange, more, you know, access to, you know, a lot of small coins. That's got a hidden bullish divergence as it swings up while it swings down. Tells you that's going to rip to the upside off of the Fibonacci that you pull here. And it likely always comes down to that 786 retracement with the hidden bullish divergence. I don't think I'm going to touch this coin, but it looks like it's going to do something like this and then continue to pump. So watch for it. And it's probably be a little smaller of a consolidation, but watch for it to consolidate. Only a matter of time. I see it consolidating and it eventually ripping back up to about 6 cents. Everything's looking right for it. The hidden bullish above the 200 MA and bouncing off the 786. What else do you want? There's really nothing else you can have when it comes to that. Let's take a look at Aerodrome, baby. Aerodrome. How bad did it bounce back to the upside? It bounced back strong to 237. Like, this is one of the hottest coins in the game. It's about to rip to an all-time high. I love this coin. If you've been in it with me since 30 cents, you're up and over basically an 8x at this point. It's awesome. All right. That's great. And we took our time. We really made it happen. Let's take a look here at the 8-hour time frame. Yeah, it broke out of this flag. So we almost have to say that there's your flag, and then it's gone, man. Gone, baby, gone. What a bounce for AERO. Looks like it could continue to 308 before it has to actually do something. If it gets rejected here, Bitcoin's double top slows it down. Look for it to consolidate, in my humble opinion. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues to rip today and goes all the way to $3, 308. But if it goes sideways, that's going to give you a better chance to get in. So if you're not in yet, you'd be praying for sideways or just a nice swing, or even this is something I might trade on leverage on the side just to add on to the wins that we're already getting. I see Aerodrome continuing. You can see it's making the parabola, and parabolas start to make that move. And so I see a $3.70 Aerodrome coming in the next few weeks into December 29th. All right, let's look at MIRAI, MRAI. Which I've never heard of that one too. This is a new one for me. Just put 3 letters and put the AI next to it. You're going to have 1,000 coins in a second. MIRAI. It's got a $9 million market cap. Okay. And if you look at it now, it's in a symmetrical triangle, getting tighter inside that symmetrical. These, these symmetrical triangles tend to break down. But what I've found out is on meme coins, they tend to break out because they're just consolidation. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. We dumped. Bit of a double bottom there, right? With a higher low. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pumps. Its next target is 2476. Getting very tight in the channel and respecting price action. $9.8 million market cap. What does this thing do? MIRAI. Venture into the MIRAI. Building a new paradigm. MIRA is AI-powered metaverse platform offered symbiotic world building, dynamic AI interactions, hypergen tech, and a place for synthetic derivative RWAs. Oh wow, you look beautiful. AI agents, incorporation AI agents to enhance user interaction and overall immersive experience by adding dynamic autonomous elements to the virtual world. Synthetic derivative RWAs effortlessly scan and integrate of real-world assets or items into the metaverse as synthetic derivatives, allowing you to create digital counterparts that can be traded, interacted freely within the virtual economy. Wow. This is kind of crazy, man. Wow. There's a lot going on, man. There's so many of these hot coins. It looks like these are going to all take over. Like, this is it. This got me wondering what's going on, honestly. Let's take a look at Andy on Blast as we continue to run through all your super chats and not leave one person hanging here on the channel because we love you all. We will work tirelessly to make sure that you feel loved and cared about and that your super chat gets answered. I don't care if my hand hurts, my voice hurts, my head hurts. I don't care if I've been here to the point where I can't speak. I will do everything I can to finish every single super chat because I love you all. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I used to feel left out. I used to be low, depressed. I don't want people to feel that way. Andy on ETH finally may have bottomed, but compared to all this other hot stuff, it's like, why would you even care about this coin? You know what I mean? Personally. I mean, Andy on Blast. This is Andy on Blast for it's wrapped ETH, but it's Andy on Blast for Thruster. It does look like it may have bottomed. You got your Adam and Eve, but with all the other awesome stuff going on right now, why the heck would I chase Andy on Blast? Again, maybe you got a winner there. I'm all set. All right. Let's take a look at VIA. And I don't have to like every coin. I'm sorry if it's your coin and makes you feel a little bit, dang, he doesn't like my coin. You know, this coin ripped so hard. I remember it was like hard to catch. But honestly, it was kind of like this one and OBSEC. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust these pumps. Like these, I was like, oh, I got to get this Octavia. It's the hottest thing since sliced bread. And then they just like, look, they demolished this thing. I'd watch out for this. I think it's kind of like some type of VC pump and dump thing going on. I don't know, but I get some good instincts there. The chart looks horrible compared to the rest of the market. I'd rather not talk about it ever again. Personally, it's not like it had anything to do with me. I want to make that clear. I just don't think it's really worth our time. Tectonic, this coin was okay, had a good ecosystem. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, bouncing off the 618 golden pocket. can only suggest that that's likely going to get a bit of a bounce. You pull this, you pull that, you got that tight channel. Not bad. It's okay. It looks like it's getting tighter in there, and it could rip to the upside. Tectum. I remember this though, and everyone thinks it's awesome. I think it's trash, and I wouldn't touch it. But whatever you want, man. I don't want to put. See, I don't want to put anyone's project down. Like, Tectum's probably amazing, and they may have worked really hard for it. I personally don't want to invest in it. Is that okay? You know. Stellar Lumens, we saw this. We saw, could it break to the downside, or is it going to rip back up? I said I'd only get in if it rips back up. It did not do that. Stellar was in that beautiful flag. Cannot believe it gave it up. Let's take a look at the daily here. And following XRP, of course. And in a very ugly flag. I don't know what to say, but a flag nonetheless. Move to the upside. There's your bottom. You can see that you clearly have resistance. So once you flip 48, look for it to rip up to the all-time high, and then, you know. But I could see this thing doing numbers, and it might make one of these. A slanted inverted head and shoulder here. A shoulder ahead and a bit of a right shoulder further to the upside for Bitcoin. So that's definitely something that we might see to the upside. Shout out to the people on the likes. Thank you for the 1,000 likes. The coin that I'm talking about, because you did give me the 1,000 likes, is SUIAI. It's already up huge and continuing to rip. And I see this thing gaining momentum to the upside. SUIAI, it combines AI agents and SUI. It has an Ethereum address and a SUI address. That was smart that they did that. You can also buy it on MEXC, so you don't even need a decentralized exchange. I don't see how this thing doesn't rip. The market cap is tiny, and I'm a man of my word. 1,000 likes, and I gave you the hot coin, and I am in it. I am shilling a bag, and I think it could do numbers. But hey, you look at it. It has to make you happy. All right? Don't do what anyone else tells you to do. You got to find your own sense of research, your own sense of self, and what makes you happy. I remember this coin, VOYAGE. I actually own some of it. It's supposed to be like a decentralized YouTube or something back in the day. It ripped beautifully, dipped beautifully, and now does it have a chance to come back? Possibly. Possibly, but, you know, there's just so many other hot coins out there right now. Like, why would we go find a dump coin that nobody cares about? You know? So to me, it's just, you got to start looking at the attention span of the human race. There's only so many people can look at so many coins. And people are going to wake up and they're not going to deep dive like me and be as crazy. So what is the average person going to buy and look at? And then what is like the bigger narrative crypto guys going to push on the masses? And so not every coin can get love every day. There's only so much attention to go around. Think about it. And this coin's just not getting it right now. It is above the 200 MA. It does have a golden cross coming, and it could be a beautiful buy if you believe in the project. Definitely undervalued, and it looks like it could go to 2-1. I just think there's better out there at the moment in time. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Last thing I could look at. So let's kind of break it down here and make sure we did it, because we did. I did SUI, I did Link, I did Sol, I did HBAR, I did ALGO, I did Super, I did Voyage, I did SNSY, I did NEIRO, I did TSU, I did ETH, I did Andy, I did AERO, I did MIRAI, I did VAI, I did TET, I did XLM. I did not skip a super chat. So no one can say, hey, you skipped my super chat. All right. Okay. Tectonic is a good lending platform. It's all right. XDC is Indian. Yes. Super chat. ETH, Hyper, PINO, Griffin, Move, DEGEN, ADA, Beam, Whiff, Solo. Wow. Man. It's like mentally, like your brain's like, all right, can I do it? All right, let's go. ETH, here we go. Let me go for the long haul here. ETH, Bitcoin here. And where are we at here on the day? Wow, $267 in chat revenue, 1,231 likes, 2,500 people still on the live kicking it with me. Blessings on blessings. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We love you. Let's take a look at ETH BTC. Ethereum, Bitcoin, you know, kind of struggling. We thought it would do better over time. It's in this bigger channel. You see? And when I look at it, I've just been watching it. It's like Bitcoin's just too hot right now. You know, I never know if ETH is ever going to kind of, right? It looks like it bottomed though against, and so you just need so many more people to buy so many more altcoins and think that the AI coins are hot. And that creates a buy pressure for Ethereum that you're not going to get for Bitcoin. What's crazy is though, this is the first time you've actually had an ecosystem for Bitcoin. Think about it. That's going to affect ETH dominance. We have BRC20s. We didn't have those before. So the only time, so now you can even get altcoin action with Bitcoin. And that's got to take away from ETH dominance. I never thought about it till right now. Think about it. That's got to take away from ETH dominance. We didn't have ecosystems building on top of Bitcoin last rally. So it's either you were hodling Bitcoin or you were getting into altcoins with Ethereum. But now some people are also playing with Bitcoin too, which is taking away from Ethereum's dominance. Think about it. Now, I still see this as a right shoulder and ETH dominance starting to pick back up. It's going to have some trouble when it gets to 4595, but so far, so good. And this is not ETH dominance, sorry, it's ETH Bitcoin, but it's technically ETH dominance because ETH dominance goes up, then ETH Bitcoin goes up. So ETH Bitcoin technically is the ETH dominance chart in a way. It's showing you the ebb and flow, right? And remember, I put a boatload of money into Render recently. Another 100 grand into Render. And Render did numbers for me. We got in at like 630, a couple in at 7, and Render's at 991 right now, doing damage. So we're up beautifully on our Render bars. Things are going well. Honestly, what I see here, see how the daily, I would map this out and wait for that consolidation. It consolidates like this nicely. I mean, we are going to go on a rip. I might even make a rising wedge here, but I see Render about just to, you know, maybe a couple weeks of consolidation, maybe 4 or 5 days, and then gone. Render heading to $17, $18 a coin, and it's everybody wants Render. It's easy to find. Everybody knows about it. If you have a friend that gets in the game, they tell them, hey, Render, you can't lose. You know, you want to make a quick 3x. It's a safe coin. They're there for a long time. And so Render is hot. Okay. How you doing? Well, life for great analyzing as usual. If you have spare time, can you check SUIAI? Stay positive, brother. Shout out to me, Mr. Headshot JR. God bless you, man. Let's take a look at Hype. USDT. And where is Bitcoin right now? Nobody cares, right? 1016, still kind of doing its thing, hanging out tight. All right. Oh, wow, we're still in the trade. I thought we were out of that trade by now. Well, you guys still might win this puppy. We may get a bounce here on that aggressive entry. You never know. We'll see what happens. Let it wiggle. We could get a bounce here on the aggressive entry, boom, and this trade might end up cleaning up. You never know. You never know. It's not over till it's over. So there you go. I can't wait to post that win in the trading group, and people are like, man, he did win that one. I have a good feeling that we're going to take that one, but we'll see. So Hyperliquid's on KuCoin. All right, it's on futures contracts as well. Hyperliquid, and it's just out of control. I mean, a wick to 42 though, really, today? I saw it continuing. Let's take a look at it here. I have it on the decentralized exchange where it's just easier to see what's happening. Hyperliquid. Funny, I put out a tweet. Someone in my trading group told us about Hyperliquid. Look, a person in my trading group put us on to Hyperliquid and told us about the airdrop on 1/7/24. What a group. Hyperliquid is a promising airdrop that would require actual work, but they could go big, in my opinion. 1/7/2024, Sean. This guy, Sean, is a psychic. They did go big. The airdrop was huge. This dude knew about it well a year beforehand. I don't know how he had that insight. I don't know what, but that's why you joined my trading group. The money alone from Hyperliquid could have paid for the trading group for years on end. Think about it. There's so much opportunity in crypto. You might just learn something like that at my trading group. I'm scanning the market all the time. I'm feeding you the data. That $3 a day that you pay is just a way to get that data. Anthony, I can't see. Tweet about what? Anthony, whenever you talk about a coin, you got to mention it every time. You can't reference. See how you just referenced it? I don't know what coin you're talking about. I can't go back and find what you said or who you're talking to. You know, can you look at GME for me? I think we can see a repeat of 2021. Interesting. See, I had to go back and find that just for you. Wasn't easy. And I got super chats that I got to take care of. So let's take a look here. We got plus $5 cleared. PINO, GRIFFIN, Move, DEGEN, ADA, Beam, and Whiff. So PINO continues. We looked at PINO already. I'm not going to look at PINO again. But look, I talked about this ripping last night and going up to 18 out this flag, and it did that. I talked about it ripping right here out at 13 and ripping up to 18. It did that. I saw this was about to pump. It was in a tight channel. The TA said it was going to move, and it gave me the measured move. And it did exactly that. This thing continues to rip. People that got an airdrop are so happy. I guess this could go at $100 a coin. I mean, $6 billion market cap. All right. I meant Tate was tweeting about hype. Interesting. See how I wouldn't know. So you got to want to say what you're saying together. Okay, Griffin. Griffin was hot, but I'm late on Griffin. I think it kind of already did its thing. Griffin, right? Yeah, it's got a 230 million market cap. I did know about it somewhere back in here. Someone put us onto it and told us about it. It was going to be hot. Things gone. Absolutely gone. These AI agents on virtual are out of control. And where do you find more? Go to cookie.fun. That's really where you're going to get busy here. Look, you have AIXBT, which got 215. Fartcoin, right? What flipped in this? Alchemist AI, man. I'm telling you, man, we just got into this. This thing could do numbers. Shout out to Conrad. Good search. Good vibes, man. And look, Virtuals, too, got its own. So, I mean, this has got the 1.9 billion. All right, that's the big daddies. Cerebral Pro Griffin at 232 could still do numbers, too. These could all go to billions. This is crazy how big this could get. It's really insane. It takes a second to wrap your head around how quick, how fast, how many narratives, which ones do you want to be in? Fartcoin might take an over. It is just crazy. Cookie.fun, man. This thing is at 90 now. I don't know how it got wicked up to that crazy level. All right. Hey, Sam, looking sharp in the suit today. If you have time, can you check out Sats? I don't know if I do have time, but I love you. I love you. I actually don't have time, but I love you. I mean, I always have time, but the show is technically over, right? Let's take a look at Move on MEXC. Movement. This thing just came out on MEXC. I saw it on the Perpetual. And let's take a look at it on the Perpetual where it actually looks a little better. Right? Move, right? Let's take a look at Move here. What are you doing to me, Bitcoin? What are you doing over there? What are you doing? SUIAI agents just ripping. Look at this thing. Just, it's gone, man. It's gone. Let's take a look at MOVE USDT. Came out, we looked at it, what, at 70, remember 70 cents, something like there, and then it ripped all the way to 119. Remember, I bought it in at 70 and it ripped. Came back down, then went sideways, and now it's attempting to do the Adam and Eve. Again, if you believe in the project, you looked it up, you think it's hot, I mean, it's a great buy, probably. I'm not sold on it yet. A lot of people like it. I may swing trade it. I do see it as an Adam and Eve there, and that's likely a good chance to buy it, but high risk for sure, right? No guarantees. And no, you don't know, Let's look at our baby DEGEN. I'm still in that position, and I'm going to hold that baby till we get that 100% gain. So they toyed with DEGEN. They ripped it, skipped it, and flipped it. Let's take a look here. The daily's still low. Nothing wrong with the daily. The flag's still good. So it broke out the flag, fell back inside. Ready to rock. Previous support is still resistance. That has not changed. Fibonacci still holding key levels. That has not changed. 786 bounce. Nothing wrong. I see this thing continuing to rip. It's one of the hottest coins on base. It's got a good following. It's got good marketing. I don't see how this thing doesn't go up to 43207. It is taking its time. I would like to have it happened by now. It's taking its time. You have to have patience. Lack of patience is why most people can't hang. All right. I'm pretty sure we looked at PEPU already, Pepe Unchained. It was the first thing we looked at the top of the show. I could be wrong unless I'm confusing yesterday with today, which could happen. I'm pretty sure we looked at Pepe Unchained already. And we talked the fact that it could continue up to 8.4. Yeah, we went over this already. Okay, super chats. Let's look at ADA and Beam. Cardano, baby, Cardano. I love Cardano. I've been holding Cardano since 2 cents. All right. And it's funny. This is how the show is. Like, we explode with the show. We trade Bitcoin. Then we find altcoins. Then we have a blast. Bitcoin struggling at 101,430 yet again. Just not the good day to trade Bitcoin. Looks like people are getting into altcoins. Bitcoin kind of struggling for whatever reason. Thursday, low volume. Not amazing as well. It is what it is. Kind of a break-even day for me now if that trade ends up getting hit off. So it is what it is, man. Hey, the day ain't over, but Thursday's not usually my day. And last night was strange too for a Wednesday night. We didn't get a lot of action, a lot of liquidity. And you had CPI and PPI, which also kind of scattered the market a bit. had anyone kind of just, you know, a little extra on edge. And so, you know, this could be a shoulder, this could be a head, and this could make a right shoulder, and this could dump somewhere back down to 69. I mean, it very well could. Or does it get tight? Was this government hype? You know, I don't want to say that. I hold Cardano. I would love it if that's not the case, but I'm just giving you some scenarios that are possible, even the things that I don't want to hear. I hold Cardano. I wouldn't want to see that happen at all. Now, this makes more sense. It will go inside some type of tight flag and then rip back up to $2.06. All right. Okay. Yeah. He says, close your Bitcoin trade if you want to avoid a loss. That's up to you, my friends. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm not you. You're not me. Don't tell me what to do. God bless you, though. I appreciate it. Okay, let's take a look at Beam here on MXC. This thing is hot, and it's finally broke back above a key level, but look at that daily with a bit of a sell. A lot of people like this coin. I saw every single... I scanned the market yesterday, and I scanned YouTube, and I saw 5 different big YouTubers bring this up yesterday, because they had some big thing, like where they made some deal with, with Abu Dhabi, right? And they're going to be doing the whole gaming sector there. That's a giant cup and handle. I see it making the cup, coming back to the 21, and then boom, a big move coming back to 6 cents. I've been in Beam since way back in there. It's been a run. This has been a run. We had to go up, come down. We had to go up. We'd come all the way back down. Like, holding coins for the last year and a half has not been easy. You have to have guts of steel, man. It has not been easy at all. Let's take a look at WIF. USDT, I love WIF. I got me some WIF. It's my baby. I see WIF going up very, very soon. Only a matter of time. The WIF call is actually even better priced now than it was before. So bang. And I can pull this and put that there. That's your entry. I don't need the line. Accidentally grabbed the line there. But yeah, I'm still bullish on WIF. This setup has not changed. It has not been stopped out. It's just been sideways for about a week. You know, maybe it takes 3 weeks. Still bullish on WIF. All right. I like what I'm seeing for WIF. You're spot on there. And then Solo on Ethereum. I'd looked up this coin a few times. Man, there's so much opportunity out here. And I made more money already off of my SUIAI call than my Bitcoin trade. So on top of that, that took care of that. So who cares? I'm actually in the gains, baby. You don't see all my gains. You only see the loss. This got an $18 million market cap, and it's ripping. It's absolutely ripping. I mean, name a coin powering the internet of agentic DePIN mining. The first agentic DePIN mining chain built on Optimism superchain and powered by Caldera and Hyperlink, creating an ecosystem of AI agent-centric transaction and DePIN mining. Wow. I mean, it's AI agents all day long. This is it. Like, it's AI agents all day long. Like, this is crazy. AI agents. They have AI and big data, but we need AI agents. They have AI memes. Look at that. Optimism ecosystem, prediction markets, governments, NFTs, alleged SEC security, money, distributed generative AI, which is kind of like you would think, right? TokenFi Launchpad, that's crazy. Animal memes. I think they would just have AI agents, but they don't. Political memes, they got so many cool different ideas here. Wow. Prediction markets. I guess you go AI and big data. See, this is what they'll have render near. That's why you got to have render near the top. You know, funny, near with the 8.7 billion, bigger than render. So I always thought render was bigger than near. Just the way you, like, I conceptualize it, but it's not the case. Virtual came up so fast. It's just crazy. And virtual ripping in 24 hours. I bought into virtual back at that dip at 155, and I know it was big, but I just felt like It's just an easy, quick swing. Grass pumping today, too. We'll look at grass because I think that's going to come back up. IO.net on my radar. Ether, I gave you guys this. We were holding it at 5 cents. It's now at 8. I talked about it yesterday as one of the coins that could whip. Destra, anywhere under 45 cents is a steal. OXO times AI, OXO.ai. I love this coin. TARS AI has been absolutely out of control. PAL AI had that beat down. You know, Delicium I really like. Heart AI. I'm in Nosana right now. Finally got up to 4. Nosana finally getting the pump here. And that thing looks ready for a big move. I'm in Sleepless AI as a low cap gem. I think Node AI is going to do numbers. I got Aura Chain. I got Chain GPT. I mean, I got Neural. We got it at 7 cents. Man, this is full blown bull run status. It's out of control. It is out of control. So, wow, we've touched on almost every coin possible in the game, right? I mean, and we've missed probably thousands of coins. There's someone else had a channel and they went over another 100 different coins. It's like, again, all these coins will be timestamped at the bottom of the videos. So if you want to come back or you had to leave or you want to come back today and scan, I would come back today and redo some due diligence. I'd take a portfolio, a spreadsheet. I'd be looking at all. If every day you redo the things that we went over, you scan YouTube a little bit and you kind of see what's more popular. I mean, that timestamp list below my videos, oh my gosh, so much value there to provide for you guys. It'll blow you away. This thing could continue all the way up to 0.1578. That's what I'm looking at here for solo on Wrapped ETH. And you can see I'm just more into these altcoins than I am into BTC. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just like, who cares? Like, Bitcoin's cool right now, but it's like, if you're going to fall off and play games and go sideways all morning and do nothing, then we're going to kind of focus on where the money's at. If you're not going to give me money while I'm trading, I'm going to move on to something better. I do like this flag, though. That looks beautiful. I mean, look at the curve stochastics. They just keep playing with this key area, 1015, 1018, and just toying with us here. I don't know if I revenge trade this one or just let it cook, but that thing looks good to me. You know? But you are below the 21-day moving average. I'm going to have to reassess, look at some bigger and smaller time frames. But that just looks, I mean, that looks like you're going to blast right now. You're on the 21-day moving average. You whipped pretty nicely. You've got low stochastics. The 15-minute looks good. The 5-minute looks good. I mean, that looks good to me. Dang, baby, dang. And that's a 381 with a stop loss at 107.67, right? But they've been playing games on this Thursday, and the setups have been kind of, lackluster. So I may still jump back into this one. You never know. I'll keep you guys focused, and I'll keep you guys attained in the trading group. Funny, you guys gave me that VVAIFU. What is this coin? VVAI. Why is it so strange? It's got the weirdest name. Yeah, VVAIFU. Remember the day we looked at the V's and you talked about it and went over it, and then it kind of like, it's gone sideways ever since. $45 million market cap. Who knows? So many things out there. IMGNAI, new token launch, 30 minutes, AI agent. But IMGNAI has been out for a long time. That's not a new token. I've been trading that token for a long time. Imagine AI. Yeah. Unless they're changed, Yeah, we've traded that coin many times. IMGNAI, yeah. IMGNAI. Yeah, Stack and me used to post this coin all the time. Let me see, IMGNAI or something. Yeah, there it is on MEXC. I trade this thing all the time. Wow, it is ripping though. I'll give it to you. Out of control. But we knew about this coin. We go over it a lot. We traded on and off. Anything with the AI next to it is just gone. Like we're in an AI narrative, everyone. It looks like it's getting out of control. The only thing I don't like about this one is that it could be ripping, and like I just feel like we're gonna have to take some profits out of this narrative earlier than we think. Like it's not gonna, like we're gonna have a huge bull run, but there's gonna be pumps inside of the bull run in these different narratives. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Apologize that I couldn't win all my trades. It doesn't happen. I can't do it every time, right? It's just impossible. Could have pulled back. My focus really wasn't truly on Bitcoin. Let's be honest. My focus was on altcoins and looking at awesome gems last night. So, hey, my focus goes to where the biggest money is. I made way more money trading altcoins today than trading leveraged Bitcoin. That's just the facts. And I'm telling you right now, spot alts are going to pay, I believe, way better than trading leverage. You own them. If the market dips, you don't get beat up. They can chew up all the leverage traders, and you can keep making gains. So I'm all about my spot bags. I believe I'd rather spend more time researching the hottest new coins and getting into them at the right time at night than leverage trading all night. I personally think there's more money in research than leverage trading. I love leverage trading, don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but I just want to put it out there that I do like to really go over the altcoins and find the gems, man. And that's really how you're going to change your life. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Links to all the exchanges that we use in the description below. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital and Decrypted.tax. Decrypted.tax is really, I mean, why wait to get your taxes done? It's the end of the year. The time is now. The time is now to get it done. Go to Decrypted.tax today. Link right, you can see in the description and that logo right below me there. Decrypted.tax, man. The guy owns a Bored Ape. That's his. He knows so much about the ins and outs of cryptocurrency. He will help you in ways you never thought possible. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.